We're live.
Oh, don't get quiet now. You have to talk a whole lot.
Oh no! Welcome to Loaded Jokers, where the story is made up.
Loaded Jokers.
Hey, wrong show.
What is the show then?
Beginner's luck.
Will you turn that down for him, please?
Oh, how do you turn these down?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like I said, every week. Y'all were making all kinds of noise a minute ago.
I thought I had it turned down.
Okay, so welcome everybody
No.
to Beginner's Luck, where the usual players of Loaded Jokers take their shot at running a chaotic one-shot. I'm terrified. My name is Getty. I'll be the DM for this evening. We are accompanied by a very special guest, Winter Fairy 1984.
Hi.
Previous viewer, first-time player. She's accompanied by boyfriend Michael. Caleb, who's off screen, but I'm sure he'll make an appearance.
I'm terrified as well. First time, I'm frightened.
I'm Josh.
I'll bet you'll be.
I'm here. Pretty often.
You
And beautiful?
roll a d20.
Yeah, I'll roll a d20. How many you want me to roll? 3?
Okay, just do it. I've got a table I
I
want
need
to
a
experiment with.
3d20.
Don't argue with me.
Take one of those.
Take one of those. I'll take the 17.
Okay, good to know. That'll come back later.
Josh, how many points do you have left? 17. You die.
Our DM says he hates us so much.
I'll bet he does. It's okay. So, our story begins in the city of Cabal, on the northwestern end of Faerun. A wealthy noble by the name of Christine Constantine has hired the Fixers to solve a problem that he has. That is who you are. Your group has traveled from city to city, serving wealthy nobles, kingsmanship, royal courts, etc., finding missing people, solving mysteries, recovering stolen items, and the like. And you are awaiting your audience with the Duke of Cabal to figure out why you've been summoned. You are currently standing in a room, very well decorated, walls made of heavy stone, coarsely ground out to make the floor, to make the walls. You're on the second story of this palace keep, as it were. The keep is right dead center of the city. You can hear through the stone walls and the open front gate the hustle and bustle of the city. This is a very densely populated area. Servants running in and out of the room, fetching food and drink for the nobles. Is there anything you would like to do, or conversations you would like to have as you wait for your audience?
We're on the balcony.
You're on the second floor.
We're on the second floor.
Yeah, enclosed room. There's no windows. There's a single door that leads to what seems to be a smaller office.
Yeah. So like, is there like a desk or a chest or anything in the room?
There's what would be a receptionist sitting in front of the door. She's sitting with a small book in front of her. Seems to be appointment logs. That's kind of what you figure.
She hot?
Conventionally attractive, sure.
She human?
Human, yeah.
Okay.
Dibbus likes.
Typical.
But Dibbus is too scared.
Welcome to my life. Anyway,
You're just gonna creep her out, bro.
I'm just gonna look at her.
anything you'd like to do while you wait the 10-15 minutes for your arrival? Any preparations, anything we need to know about?
I'm going to vigorously crack all of my knuckles.
Is there any, is there a table with any food or drink up here anywhere?
Yeah.
There is a small plate set in front of you on a small end table, various cheeses and berries and fresh fruits.
Have we all met,
no-
by the way, before?
Yes.
Okay.
All of you have been traveling for the past, we'll call it a year or so, just solving problems for nobles and wealthy in the type.
Dog, I saved your life.
I'm just gonna check and double check my equipment, make sure I've got everything on me that I need.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I am Dibbus.
20, right?
Mhm.
Wait, where is it? There it is. Investigation.
While she is doing that... Oh.
17? Oh, wait, where's the...
Plus your modifier.
Investigation.
Where is it? Oh, okay, so 18.
18? As you kind of pat yourself down, make sure that your daggers are there, your crossbow is slung on a heavy leather strap hanging from the right side of your belt. You notice that you did a really good job sharpening one of your primary daggers. But everything's accounted for. It should be there.
I'm going to walk up to the nearest wall, and Dibbus, with feeling the love and happiness in his heart, is going to take out his painter's kit and start just painting on the wall.
Okay. Are you just doing this, or are you
Yes.
trying to hide it in any way?
No, I'm gonna try to paint as beautiful as a mural as I can.
Okay.
Of all of us.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand, boy. I'll tell you what.
Right on the wall.
Just right on the wall. No, I'm not trying to be stealthy about this. Oh wow, that's a 6.
What was going to be a landscape of your hometown. Various wildlife kind of bowing in the distance, whatever cows do. It winds up looking
Cowland.
like you drank too much the night before and just spewed all over the wall.
And then I'm going to step back and be like, modern art! I love it.
With that, the woman at the desk kind of looks up.
I'm gonna walk over
Go ahead.
to the woman. I'm gonna walk over to the woman at the desk, and I'm gonna just try to open one of the drawers on her side, like start looking through it without even talking to her or asking her anything.
As you approach, she kind of sets her pencil down. She goes, "Sir, I told you he'll be here in just a moment. If you'll just be patient and sit."
Oh, my bad. Does this Duke Cobalt accommodate his guests with alcoholic beverages?
The city of Cabal?
No, this Duke. Does he got? Is there a drink around here?
If you wish a Bidman, you'd need but grab a servant. They're all over the place.
Could you grab me one?
Kind of claps her hands for a second, and you see as one of the smaller, seemingly halfling servants kind of skid stop in her tracks, holding a bottle of wine. She goes, "Yes, kind." She goes, "Well, will you serve this man a beverage, please?"
You could just leave me the bottle.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the bottle.
Okay, and the halfling kind of skitters out of the room.
I'm gonna open up a little vial that I've got. I'm gonna pour it into the bottle, and then I'm gonna hold my thumb over it, and I'm gonna kind of like tilt it, and then like tilt it back.
Making your own mixed drink on the fly.
And then I'm gonna take out like a small, like kind of like citrusy fruit. I'm gonna cut that, and then I'm gonna squeeze it in there, and put it in.
So you're making a Shirley Temple. Great.
With kind of like a sangria for wizards, more or less.
How tall are you, my dear sir?
I'm fucking. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
We'll get there. We'll get there. Just bear with me. We'll get there. Bear with me. So, with that, a few more minutes pass
I'm
as
5'4".
you sit there and prepare your beverage. And finally, the door opens, and out walks a very, very tall half-orc man. Roughly, we'll call it a head's height taller than you. He's about 6'5". As he walks out, he has long white hair, which is kind of uncharacteristic, as you know, for a half-orc male. But as he walks forward, you can see that as his robes kind of billow over his body, he's very sturdily built. He's earned his title, it seems. Damn. And he stands and he goes, "Inside, we talk." He turns around, walks behind a very thick mahogany desk.
Ha! That is a thick mahogany desk. Let us go! Start walking.
You guys walk in?
Yeah, follow.
I'm
gonna take a piece of paper, and I'm just gonna charcoal the words douche, and I'm just gonna put it on his back as quietly as possible.
How are you gonna adhere? You're just gonna like lick it and just hope it sticks?
Yep.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Thanks.
This is smart.
I felt pretty smart.
Orchard.
That's gonna be a 12, Bob.
It's a 12.
It's a 12, Bob.
As your hand comes up and just gently brushes the back of his shoulders, he spins very professionally, sweeps your arm through, grabs your wrist, and puts you face down on the ground. And he goes, "I like it. We talk. Now." Helps you back onto your feet. Continues walking around the desk.
I'm gonna pull my dagger out after he makes that move, because I'm gonna be like, dude, this guy's like kind of a douche. I'm gonna just say that out loud. This guy's like kind of a douche.
As he makes his way around, he sits. And now you can see there's benches that have been pulled in. There's 2 benches side by side, areas for you guys to sit. Kind of in like a flying V formation, kind of like this.
I do not need a seat, for I stand.
He does that a lot.
You must be the fixers.
Yes.
Good. Your services will prove fruitful. Tell me, do you like coin?
Who doesn't?
Mr. Douche, what you want us to do?
Really?
I think his name was pronounced Duke.
Oh, sorry. Brother Orc, what you want us to do?
You're going to retrieve something for me.
Oh,
But first, and he sits down, pulls out a small, what those things called, decanter, like a crystal-looking bottle, dark amber fluid in it. You recognize it immediately as being a very high-grain whiskey. And he sits down, begins pouring glasses, and he goes, "I like to know the names of people I deal with. Tell me about yourselves. And now I would like for you to tell me your name, what your character looks like physically."
I am Thundar. Also half-orc. Raised half-life by orcs, half-life by human. Not liked by either. Don't care. Kick ass.
You go.
I'm a human warlock. My name is Laith Lanigan. I look kind of like the kid with yellow eyes that was the bully from A Christmas Story. I'm 5'4". I'm an alcoholic. I'm under witness protection because I accidentally burnt my village down. My witness protection name is Killian Price.
So the name that you would give Christine would be Killian Price.
I give everyone in the group knows me as Killian Price because I'm kind of like, I hooked up with these guys many adventures ago and have just basically just been kind of spending. I've been living paycheck to paycheck on booze with these guys.
Fair enough.
Alright, my name is Naomi. Just Naomi. And I am actually a forest gnome. And with really bushy eyebrows and slightly red hair, mixed red hair with dark brunette. And my class is a wizard, and I'm an expert in divination. And apparently I'm the leader of the group. Hopefully this will help me out with that. And pretty laid back. Just hanging out.
Ha! My name is Dibbis. I am.
I love him more.
Go ahead, Davis.
He's like a poor man Sam Riegel.
Exactly.
If you haven't noticed that.
I am I'm an Asmir.
ASMR.
Asmr? That's
Asymmetrical.
I am asymmetrical. I have
One's bigger than the other.
exactly. I have beautiful long blonde flowing long, beautiful long blonde. This hair. I have this. I stand at a 6'4", 280 pounds of muscle. I'm just a monk.
You're a thick monk.
I'm thick. And I'm very upbeat. Mostly due to my addiction to opioids.
Good to know where you're spending your money.
Ha!
I'm Lorelei. I am a halfling rogue assassin. Roughly, just barely over 3 feet tall. I have short white hair that's worn sort of like a pixie cut style, little wave to it, greenish, gray eyes. Usually keep very quiet, introverted, so like to stay in the shadows and whatnot.
She is not like the rest of us!
Thank the gods
She's
for
not!
that. Thank the gods for that. I usually use my crossbow because I like to,
She's good.
Range.
She's good to throw over wall when we attack a place. We throw her over first so she can get a few arrows off, then we climb over and beat on them.
yeah, I mean, it happens.
Good to know. Good.
Yeah.
Yes, my name is Treemonger. I am a furbolg. I am one of the tree people. Basically, I come from where trees are. There are many of them. I am I was not expecting so much laughter.
There are many trees. I am from there.
I am a cleric. My father raised me to be a good boy, but I think evil's cool.
Okay.
I just think being evil's cool.
Can I roll something? Does my character remember the trees? Because I'm confused with the fact, is he talking about trees or
You guys may... Actually, you know what? Roll a percentile. So roll your d10 twice and tell me the total number.
Okay,
Well, I mean, they lived in the trees.
Ooh, I've never rolled a
Or
d10.
tree.
Which one is it?
One that has 10 sides to it.
D10 is the one that counts to
Right
10.
here.
So twice?
Yes. So the first one is...
6.
That's a d12. That's the wrong dice.
Oh,
This
I
one
gave
looks
it
like a diamond.
that's not her fault. That was mine. Shine
like
bright
this.
like a diamond.
Thank you! Okay.
Yes.
3. Oh,
So 30.
30. Okay.
30 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was a 3. Sorry. So
So,
60.
so 33.
She should roll
The first number is the
8.
10th place, and then, yeah.
Gotcha.
That's how
Roll
it
a
works.
d8.
But, 33.
Excuse me.
You've never... So, out of game, you've never been to Chult. Y'all's group has never been to the island of Chult.
Okay.
But you're familiar enough with zoology because of your ability to summon familiars that you did your research in different types of animals. You are familiar with small tree monkeys, commonly referred to as tree.
Okay.
So yes, you're familiar with tree.
Okay, so I assume that he's related to those trees.
Good to know.
Okay.
So with that, you've
Related to trees, man.
What do you have against trees?
Christine
trees.
distributes single glasses of whiskey to all of you. And he sits and he goes, "Let me tell you why I've summoned you."
I'm pouring a vial into my whiskey to make it stronger.
Jesus.
Just keep standing like this with a bigger
What's
smile.
your constitution score? And did you drink that entire bottle of wine?
It's gone, yeah. I've already set it down empty.
What's your constitution score?
It's 15 with a +2.
Okay. You're strong buzzing, dude. You're like you're in party mode right now.
My intention was to try and sneak pour my shot into his drink.
Not just give it to him?
No, I'm just gonna pour it in there, just like see if I can sneak my shot into his while he's not looking. I'm gonna like sneak up behind him and just
Make a
like
perception check, make a sleight of hand check.
We're never gonna get out of this.
that's gonna be a 9, Bob.
It's a 9.
Mine's a 21.
So you see him doing this. What do you want to
Oh,
do?
no, not 21. Sorry. Mine's an 18.
It's double. Okay. So you see him doing this.
Okay.
You want to stop him? You just want to let him pour his drink into yours.
No, I'm just gonna kind of like tilt mine a little bit like this to the side, like to help him.
So
And
this
then I'm
happens.
just gonna pull back.
And then I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna walk away thinking that he didn't see him. I'm like, got him.
And you're gonna go back to your seat, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. So Racine doesn't see shit as far as that's concerned. So he's digging through files. He's looking up for the invoice of which that you guys charged him, and he looks up and he goes, Naomi. Well, I'm dipping into Ivan for a second. Our agreement. I need you to find a gift that was given to me from my late father. It is something of a family heirloom. You'll recognize it. How do I describe this? It is an oblong-shaped ball. It was made from the inflated bladder of a goat, and it is wrapped in the skin of a pig. There are white laces on the top that hold it taut. It's special. It's more than just a ball. It was, when my father founded the city of Cabal, it was a gift from a cleric for me as a child.
Ooh, I'm one of those.
Are you?
Yes.
Tell me, what god do you serve?
I don't know. Fuck him.
Wow.
You and I are a lot alike. But this cleric was kind to
Seriously,
me.
gotta fuck.
The ball reminds me of a better time when I was a youth, and better yet, I believe I know the man who took it from me. His name is Victor Atabaki.
Victor Atabaki?
He's a collector of sorts, you would call him. He's obsessed. Everything magical, he feels he has to steal it. And the son of a bitch took my ball. If I didn't have so much to do running the arbitraries of the city, I would hunt him down myself and flay him like a hog. But I can't do this.
So, you want us to thump him around some?
I don't care how you solve this. I'm paying you 15,000 gold to get my ball.
That is one expensive ball.
We take payments up front. It's just what we do as a group.
Yeah.
You know,
Next persuasion.
just in case,
Yeah.
just in case they die, I get to keep the money.
Make a persuasion check.
Give me 7, Bob.
I think we both know how this works.
Yeah, I can get this guy.
You'll be paid when the job is complete.
Huh. Ball. Let us go find it.
Is this some kind of super ball?
Yes, Killian, you looked like you wanted to say something.
I've got a spell known as a charm person. I've got a charm person spell.
Maybe don't charm the Duke in his house.
Well, did he agree to pay us or not pay us early? Is he going to pay us early or?
He's paying you on completion.
Can I try to spell charm him to pay me now?
Please don't.
No, you don't think so?
Before, you know what? Can I make a real quick perception check around the room?
Go ahead.
While he's doing that, can I do a?
Can I get that for a 22?
22, okay. So, kind of nonchalantly looking left and right, you see that flanked on either side of y'all are very tall bookcases, lined with books,
If you know this guy.
but there's a little shelf that sticks out on either side. And on the top of it, you see a very strange red crystal that seems to be floating away from its decanter, and it's just kind of gently bobbling up and down. However, you notice that periodically it'll start to move and then shift.
Sharply?
And start targeting all of you guys sharply. Well, he sees this.
What is that magical red crystal you have, sir?
Oh, the turret.
The what?
It was made by a man, friend of mine from Midland. It keeps me safe.
Okay.
Can I do a history check on this guy? Because I don't know anything about him.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh shit. Just to remind me, it's that plus my
Plus your modifier.
Yes. Yeah, plus your modifier.
plus my modifier or plus my history?
Plus what it says right
Plus your,
Okay,
plus your
okay.
history modifier.
Oh, my history modifier.
Plus 7.
Yeah, 17.
17.
Yeah.
You would have done your research prior to accepting any job.
Yeah.
You know that Christine Constantine
He got a bitch name.
earned his right in the city of Kambal during what would have been a revolt of sorts. The people of the city rose up against his father, very similar to what happened in Ravenswood. But instead of his father being a tyrant or anything like that, they just were unhappy with the amount they were being taxed. What broke the camel's back was he put a tax on all magic users. If you serviced the temple, if you were an apothecary, anything of the sort, he taxed you monthly a considerable amount of gold. And the people rose up against him and dethroned him. While they didn't kill him, they exiled him. So the former king is no longer in the city. From the research that you could do, Constantine is well respected in the town. He's a fair ruler. He is fairly well liked by the people. But he's very cautious as far as meeting newcomers to the city who aren't citizens.
Wait, he's related to the king?
He's a
Oh,
son.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the son of the king that was exiled for too high taxes.
Too high taxes.
Mr. Douche, may I ask,
Please, and he's saying this in Orcish. He goes, Brother, you can call me Constantine.
Oh, yes. Do you know this
Christine.
person that took your balls? Do you know in which direction he may have fled? Do you know where he might stay? What city or swamp or municipality or where he might be, where we would start to look for him?
Thundar, I'm glad you asked. And he pulls out a map, lays it out in front of you. And in the center of the city where the Citadel is, where you guys are right now, he takes a large red quill and circles a fairly large building on the northwestern peak of the city, kind of shoved into a mountainside. And it's, by the scale of the map, it's 1.5 miles from this place. He's in the city. And he says, people know where Victor lives.
Does he have henchmen that we may be able to dump a little bit?
I don't know about henchmen, but he's a collector of sorts. So much, he amassed a wealth and he bought the old museum. That's his house now. He lives in the museum.
So if he were to die during this,
I wouldn't give a shit.
we wouldn't be in any kind of trouble whatsoever. None.
But I like trouble.
And if so, can we get that in writing?
Thundar does not need that in writing. I take the man's word. He's orc like me.
He's
not orc.
What he says, I go with.
Victor has slighted myself. To the rest of the townsfolk, his museum brings a fair amount of tourism.
So you want us to blow it up?
What?
He wants us to steal that ball.
Then
I'm paying you to retrieve my ball.
I understand.
That's it.
Besides the museum he lives in, does he ever leave it to go anywhere?
Only when he's tracking something.
Tracking something.
A new acquisition, as it were.
Oh.
His ball.
Is this ball enchanted by any chance?
It is magical, yes.
Okay.
Magical ball of guts.
Is it partially deflated?
Not when I last saw it.
Does his does he have a man named Brady helping him?
As a matter of fact, he does.
I know this.
He's
scoundrel.
paying them.
We go. We take what we want from museum. Retrieve ball.
Now, perhaps this will be of help. And he opens a small drawer on the bottom, pulls up a little burlap sack, puts on the table in front of you, and inside you find 3 superior health potions, 2 potions of minor healing, and 1 potion of enlarge.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to grab for the potion of enlarge.
I am too.
I mean, this is up to
What
you
was
guys.
the
He just
second
sets it
one?
there. Huh?
What was the second
All
one?
right, bro.
It was 3 potions superior healing, 2 minor healing, and 1 potion of enlarge.
We're both grabbing for enlarge.
While they're going for it, I'm going to push them away and grab it for myself.
All right, so we got
Jesus
3.
Christ.
We're all going for it.
All right,
No, I'm already going for it, honey.
you can go for it
So the 3 of
if
you,
you arm wrestle for it.
I think
That's
we
fine.
give it to boss. We give it to
Now.
yeah. We give it to Hare.
so do you guys want to try to fight for the potions? Or are you
I'm
gonna
fighting
give
for the enlarged potion. I want to become even bigger.
Okay.
Y'all can fight for the enlarged potion.
Okay. Anybody trying to make a dive for the enlarged potion, make a straight agility check or dexterity.
That's a 1, Bob.
Yeah.
The first nat 1 of the night.
I'll make that 2 Well, I mean, it's that plus 2, so 3?
That's bad.
So the 2 of you flanking Lorelei, as you both stand up and try to just reach for it frantically, you both catch either one of her feet and just go tumbling face down.
I roll an 8, so what do I get?
You roll an 8?
Yeah.
You just step over their bodies and take it.
Alright, I'm going to put it in my...
Well deserved.
Alright, this dice is being retired.
Yeah, so is this one.
Wait a sec. Here.
Okay.
No, it's
At that
alright. I got
Dice jail.
2 more.
Dice jail.
Alright.
Take
Oh,
one of
no.
the empty vials with my drink.
It
and
goes
I'll pour
into
my drink
Oh,
into
bag.
the vial that I earlier was empty, so now I've got that drink saved. That double shot with the thing.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like a triple shot with a little stuff in it.
Okay.
Question. We have a cleric in the group, correct?
No.
You have 1.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna give the cleric 1 minor healing potion and then 1 superior healing potion.
That's you.
And then I will hold the rest.
I accidentally dropped one.
Killian?
Really?
And I take the other one.
For the sake of brevity,
Hold on.
you're gonna need that.
Ah!
Okay.
Ooh, paper.
Yeah, for notes.
So now
So-
there's how many potions? Because he just dropped.
Now we have 3 potions. So one of
Let's just say for the sake of brevity, the healing potions went to the cleric.
Okay. Well, that's...
And then you guys can divvy those up however you want when you're in transit.
Okay. So
So-
he has all the healing.
Can I get one of those pencils behind you?
For now,
you're
yes,
gonna
you
drop it too.
For a healing potion.
Now,
Thank you.
with that, Christine looks into his desk one more time, and he says, very few people have been inside the home of antiquities. That's what he calls this place. But one of ours used to work there. And you see him kind of fumbling up, and he goes, we don't know much of the layout. I've never been there myself, but I have a crudely drawn map of the first floor.
That is
Beautiful.
the worst map Dibbis has
I've
ever
ever
seen.
seen.
Would you rather have nothing, Dibbis?
Dibbis has dealt more with us.
Don't mind him. He's a very ungrateful man.
I've heard of him. Your reputation precedes yourself. I know of this dipshit. Now, is there anything else I can do to help you?
No, let's go. Let's
I
go
need
get
One more thing.
If we can get rid of the king, that'd be great.
the what?
I'm going to act like I didn't hear that.
Understandable.
Alright, one more question.
When he says that, you see a vein pulse in his neck.
All for me to stab you with. Just kidding, I didn't actually say that.
Let's not piss
What?
him off, okay?
Going to our journey, the people who we're going against, what should we expect them? Like booby trap, typical habits, what should we
Victor
She said traps.
Victor is a cautious man. I've known him since we were children. He has a fascination with blades.
My hands are as quick as blades.
Keep telling yourself that, dear.
Funny you say that because he's also quite skilled with his hands.
Perfect. I got skillful hands.
When we were younger, he served as a private security for the tavern.
Blackwater Tavern.
So were you 2 friends
Ew.
as children?
I wouldn't say friend. We knew each other.
Lovers?
Let me see this. I don't get it.
I'm guessing he's jealous.
So he likes to collect not blades, right?
He's obsessed with all things magical, but he is formidable with a blade.
Oh, he doesn't like to collect enchanted blades. That's not his thing.
I imagine he has quite a few.
Okay. And he's a collector.
I think he may try
Sounds
to
more
tell
like a
us
hoarder.
that the place may be booby trapped with many blades.
Those are the biggest dice I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
Anything else you
It
need?
is booby.
You have, and you see him kind of look out. This room has a window, and as he looks out, you can see it's broad daylight, but he's looking to see where the sun is in relation to a particular building. He says, generally, when the sun begins to fall, his gates close. He welcomes visitors to the museum. He's kind of flashy. He likes to show off things that he's collected. I recommend that you make your move before the sun goes down. And when he says the word recommend, he looks you dead in the eye. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
D20?
Baby back ribs.
Plus your wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
6.
No, 7.
Not enough.
You're like, okay.
The,
1, 2. I'm so sorry. 9.
Damn.
is it less than 16?
Yes.
You fail. So
Yeah.
when he
Recommend.
looks you in the eye, he looks you in the eye and says, "I recommend you make your move before nightfall."
Yeah.
You get a swimming feeling in your stomach, and you feel obligated that he has your best interest in heart, and that he's legitimately recommending that you make your move before nightfall.
Yo, guys, we gotta go.
Lie.
Let's go. If you don't mind me asking, which way should we go? North, east, south, west?
From where we are now, you're going to go northwest.
You said the weirdest ways.
Trust me, you can't miss it.
Scoochie, ready?
Let's do
Let's
this.
go.
If you would like, you can take some time and ask other people in the town for more info in this place.
I think we have enough.
What's in the town? If we're, how long have we been in the town? Do we know where stuff is, or we just went straight here?
You've been there for earlier part of the morning, so several hours. You've got a general layout. I mean, it's a fully functioning city. I mean, it's got all the amenities. You imagine it's got all the amenities that you would expect.
So there's a bar on the way to this museum.
Oh, several. But I imagine you, as an experienced drinker, would probably carry multiple flasks, correct?
Maybe.
Okay.
What about my
Or
addiction
just 5 finger
to
discount.
No, I have 10 flasks on me.
I'm sure there's an opium den. Oh,
Where is
Why
the
would I
nearest
guess
herbalist?
that's
An herbalist.
10 stopper
Herbalist.
bottles filled with colored liquid.
I have one of my court.
May I please speak to them?
On your way out, talk to Kine. And ask her to see Christopher.
Is Kind the receptionist?
You are the astute one, yes.
I don't like you. I say that very faint under my breath.
It doesn't seem to faze him.
Turn around and start walking out.
Okay.
Kind!
I'm gonna follow him out.
So, do you guys all follow him? Do you exit?
yeah.
I'm going northwest.
Okay, so you're gonna head straight there.
Unless someone else wants to come with me. Let's get
Yeah,
this
I wanna
going.
go
Straight there. I
Okay.
don't need any whiskey. I just want to go thump somebody.
Cool. Okay.
Let's go.
I'm following her.
Okay. Anybody else? You want to talk to Christopher?
I need
I'll go with her.
I need pills.
Okay. So as
Full of herbs.
As the other addict in the group, I'm gonna kind of hang out with them, kind of like, hey, I got your back, bro.
okay. So you approach Kine as you guys kind of brief each other where you're going and begin to make your way. And Kine is working on paperwork, and she looks up, and as you all exit the room, she looks back and sees the room is now vacant, and she looks up and says, Mr. Pewter, Christine will see you now, and turns her attention to you and goes, yes.
I've been told for you by the Duke to get your herbalist up here and your finest alcohol for my friend. And I just slap him on the back.
She goes,
Please.
you wish to see Christopher?
Ow.
Please.
Down the stairs,
That's
door to the right.
to the right.
Go down the hall.
Down the hall. Okay.
You're going to make a left. Look for the door with the red diamond.
Okay.
That's too much.
To the left. Down the hall.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm very busy. Please.
Now I'm going to pick my friend up and just go,
Can you,
of
you
course.
can just show us the way, right?
No. And she starts going back to the paperwork.
All right.
Let's go.
So you head
Is there
down.
like a vase or something nearby?
You guys are
Balls.
headed. I
Balls.
mean, you guys have already exited.
Is there a vase?
Bosse.
You guys have already left the main citadel.
Yeah,
But
we
on,
left the building.
on your
where
way
she
out,
says.
on your way out, you guys, as you guys exit, you go down the stone steps. There's large double doors in front of you. To the left and the right, there's small. Well, not small. There's sizable urns with this seems to be some kind of a leafy green plant on either side for decoration, but nothing you would consider a vase.
So urns, so they're filled with ashes.
It's a shrubbery.
You would know something about that, wouldn't you?
I would.
So,
Okay, so we go to where she says we see the thing on the we
Okay.
see like the thing on the door.
you go down the steps.
And then
You
first,
make your way to the right. You see a long hallway in front of you.
Okay, we walk down the hallway.
Okay. As you head down to the hallway, you reach a T intersection, left or right.
which way is the red door? The red diamond on the door.
2 attics, bro.
As you look left and right,
We're going right, bro.
more hallways. You're going to the right.
We're going
Go
right.
to the right.
We're going to the
Ha!
right.
Okay.
We're lost in a castle.
As you guys walk forward, you go about 25, 30 feet. You pass a couple doors to your right. None of them have no red diamonds. But the hallway lets into a much larger area, and there's many benches laid out. And you smell smoked meats, some bread being baked. You found the cafeteria.
We turn around.
Okay, you turn around.
We leave. We go the other way, past the T intersection.
Okay, you continue now 50 feet all the way down, and now you reach another intersection, left or right.
I didn't know about another intersection.
We're gonna go right again.
Okay, you make your way to the right. This time you move about 15 feet, and to your left, there's a large oak door with a large painted red diamond on it.
All right, I'm gonna knock on it.
Come in!
I open the door and I just. Hello!
The first thing that catches your attention is the freaking stench of this place. It is earthy and kind of moldy.
Smells like dirt.
You see various glass baubles and weird shaped vases under heaters and glass tubes bent in weird ways. Books
We're in
disheveled,
the right place.
several open, then
Sorry, go ahead.
they're standing over one of them with his glasses all fogged up. You see you assume dwarvish because of the beard, but he's hunched over, his hood kind of pulled halfway up over his head. He looks up, one eye's cocked to the side, and he goes, "What do you want?"
I need your strongest painkiller.
Is there like a famous criminal in the town?
Make a history check.
History.
We'll come back to that. Remember what you said.
11?
11?
Yeah,
Not that you recall.
not that I recall.
You didn't do as much research as Naomi did on the way into the city.
Yeah.
The only criminal you know of at this point is Victor.
Cool. In that case, I'm just gonna cast disguise self and look like a werewolf
On your way to the...
as I walk inside.
As you walk inside to the...
Yeah.
Okay, you went with them.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you followed. Okay, cool. Okay. So, you take a moment, and before you walk in, you kind of subtly move your fingers, make the arcane symbols, trace yourself up and down, and you start to grow fur in several places. Your feet become clawed paws, your snout elongated, and you look like a dadgum werewolf.
Cool.
So,
With every step as I come into the door, I'm gonna stomp.
so Christopher looks up.
I need your strongest. I need your strongest painkiller. Opioid.
Get something for pain, what the hell is that? Get him out of here! Get him out! Get him out! Get him out! Get him out!
Grabs him, bashing and breaking
He
things.
picks up a large red vial and just hucks it your way. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I catch it?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah,
Actually, correction. Do you have any feats or anything in your class that allows you to catch missiles?
Do you have feet?
Probably.
Actually, no. He has paws. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Probably not. I probably can't catch it, right? I'll just make a dexterity save.
That.
That's gonna be
Do you have any pictures of them? I want to see them. I haven't seen them in a while.
it's gonna be a 6, Bob.
6.
so many pictures.
You take 7 points of fire damage as the alchemist fire breaks
Jesus Christ!
against your hip, and the flames just lick down your legs as the thick liquid just starts filing down. He's now run into a smaller office and slam the door behind him.
Cool. I'm gonna leave.
Make a perception check.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can find Actually, can I just start grabbing some vials and shoving them in my jacket?
Hang on 1 second.
19.
19. As the door shuts, you very quickly hear.
I quickly heard that.
I mean, this takes a few seconds. You heard all the sliding,
He's probably screaming.
Damn.
all the metallic clicking, and then you hear the screaming and the fire.
Okay, so now I'm gonna
You're on fire, by the way.
Stop, drop, and roll.
do a nature
Okay,
check.
put the fire out.
Can I check to see if there's anything that looks like something I can use to
Something you'd recognize.
something I recognize as
Go
like.
ahead.
Do I do
Make an invest. No, actually, you know what? For this place, make a nature check.
That's what I thought. 17.
17. You find several waxy green plants that you recognize for their numbing effect as you chew them, but nothing of the narcotic persuasion.
I'm gonna use the Eldritch Sight to detect magic at will.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at any. What vials do I see around me that are imbued with magic?
God.
Okay. So taking a second, is that a spell or is that a racial thing?
It's a, it's just an invocation.
Okay, it's an invocation. So you take a moment, quietly mutter to yourself, and as you open your eyes, you guys notice that he has kind of a waxy glow around his eyes now.
Typical.
But as he looks up and looks around, nothing seems to respond to magical persuasion in there. I mean, there's several files that were not broken by Treemonger in his wolf form. But nothing magical per se.
I have an addiction. He's just being
Nothing magical. That's lame. I'm gonna use beast speech to talk to him in his werewolf form.
So he's not in werewolf form.
You
He's
would-
just disguised as a werewolf, so you can still
You
talk
would,
to like a werewolf person.
Really?
You would recognize, especially with your Eldritch Sight,
Yeah.
you would recognize that he did not change his physical shape. It's an illusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm going to go to a nearby alleyway, and
You know you have to walk through the castle to get to an alleyway, right?
Like,
I'm gonna find a
wait,
dark corner.
I think I can help you in this. Why do you go down alleyway? Are you gonna change your form? Just change here.
Just where people can't see me.
It's only us in this room.
Is it? Okay. I thought there was two people. My bad.
Anyway,
Yeah.
while they're doing that, I'm gonna go run over to the plants that have the numbing effect. I'm just gonna start ripping off all the leaves and sort of shoving them in my pocket.
Okay. You were able to collect enough of these plants.
Well, I can't write a quantity and enough.
You've grabbed enough of these plants to effectively numb 3 people for tooth removal surgeries.
Nice.
Cool. So yeah, since there's nobody around, I'm just gonna dispel the magic on me and just not be a werewolf. And I'm gonna knock on the door and be like, I got rid of him. The werewolf's gone. It's okay.
He is gone. We fought him with our hands.
I'm gonna roll a persuasion.
Hang on. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, and you make a deception check.
Deception.
That's gonna be 17.
Deception.
With disadvantage.
Yep, with disadvantage, it's a 17.
Oh, nice. That's that's 11.
Okay. Through the heavily now bolted door, you hear him go, "Prove it! Bring me his feet! Bring me his teeth! Bring me something! Bring me blood! Bring me fur! Bring me anything! I don't trust any of you! You all are assholes!"
I'm gonna whisper and be like, I'm gonna go find a wolf's feet to cut off, and I'm just gonna leave.
I have a DM question.
Yes.
Minor illusion. Could I make a minor illusion that we have teeth and bloody things like that, or can I make the minor
You
illusion
can
of a
create
dead
something
carcass?
in was it like a 2x2 cube or something like that?
Yeah, 2x2 cube.
Was it? Well, find the spell. Find out what it actually says.
Could I create the severed head of a werewolf?
Think of the scared one.
You can create the image of one. Yeah.
The image of one.
What would you use it with?
No.
We have plenty of things to use inside this dude's place.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It's called what? Divination?
No.
No.
Minor illusion.
Minor illusion.
I have that.
Let's go to the
The cantrip. The cantrips you just use to.
Image. Yeah.
It's a psyche thing.
Psyche.
So I'm gonna go ahead, I guess, and use my cantrip to create the minor illusion that I had the severed head of the werewolf that he just saw, and I'm gonna be holding it by its top knot.
Okay.
It's top knot. All right, and stick your tongue, go like this, like that. Just
Okay.
like that.
So as you hold your hand out and move your form around it. And as you're moving your hand around, you're chanting and making. Are you trying to do this quietly?
No.
Yeah. What do I roll?
And you're in the room, correct? Actually, you know what? That door's thick enough, so no, you're fine. So you
Nice.
mutter the words, you move your fingers, and then there's a small tuft of smoke, and you're now holding the image of a severed werewolf's head. No blood, but a clean-cut, decapitated head.
Okay.
So you're holding it, but now.
I'm going to
You're holding it.
roll my persuasion. Okay.
Well, what do you want to say? I'll tell you what to roll.
Okay. While holding the severed head, I'm gonna go to the door, and I'm gonna say, by order of the Duke of Cobalt, I demand you open this door. I will show you the severed head of the werewolf myself.
The Duke of Cobalt? You're not from here. The city's called Cabal, damn it! And you hear a wooden, like, metal slab. And now you see one beady eye looking through, and he sees it.
Very quickly.
Now he's standing in front. He's good at this. And now he stands and looks and he goes, "Oh, what you've done it. You've done it. The beast was here, destroyed my things, I lit him on fire, and then we killed him. Congratulations." Reach out and shakes your hand.
Sweet.
And just starts shaking the shit out of it. And he's just, "Oh my god."
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna roll
anyway,
persuasion.
let me see it. Let me have it. I must have it for experiments. I need to see it. Give me it.
All right.
Hand it over.
I'm gonna
Hold on, my
I'm
dear
saying this.
sir.
I'm saying this to him. I'm saying you might have heard of our group before. We are called the Fixers. Okay. I do.
Hand on the door.
Okay. We.
Show me the head.
You're looking at the head. Okay. We get paid for jobs.
He tried to kill me. I damaged it. I threw fire on it. I've earned that head. Give me the head.
We were sent to your city to find this werewolf, which is what we've done. I'm not just gonna hand over all of our bounty to some stranger. Okay. You can see that it's dead and it's not going to harm you. It's in my hands, okay? Now help my friend here, all right? And we'll be on our merry way.
I have a minor backache!
We saved your life.
Make a persuasion check with
Boom!
with advantage.
Partial of that was true. We're here
I
for
like to give bonuses to good roleplay. So.
And oh my god, it's the same roll twice, whatever. I got 18.
18?
Yeah.
His hand releases the door. And you see his posture relax. Now his little, like, halfling gut kind of pokes out. And he goes... and he kind of takes a big, deep breath, and he goes, "You may keep the head, for I have several. I wanted to perfect my alchemist fire, but it appears that you won't help me. But thank you all the less. You!
Hi.
What is wrong with your back? How did you hurt it? Where does it hurt? How badly does it hurt? I need to see your back. Show me now."
Now, I'm gonna just rip off. Well, no, I'm not gonna rip off my cloak. I'm just gonna gently take off my cloak, and like while I'm doing that, I'm gonna imagine some nice jazz music playing, because I have to do this. And I'm just gonna take this off, but slowly. And I'm gonna turn and show my back, like, ha! It does not look like there's many bruises, but my God, do I have an addiction? I mean, a pain going through my spine.
So at this point, you feel his strangely cold hands
Ah, you're cold.
on your back, and you
Father Jonathan, please.
and you feel like a warming sensation kind of pulse its way through, and
I let out a slight pee.
you gain back 8 hit points.
Never lost any.
You cast a level 1 cure wounds.
Ah. But again with the painkillers, for on the go when I do not have you.
You wish for drugs in this city. You go for drugs in this city.
Yes!
Dibus.
Do not forget, he saved your life.
I fought him with my hands!
Dibus, I could have healed you.
Let's quiet. Let me see what I can find. Give me 2 minutes. I need 2 minutes. I'll be right back. And he runs into his study,
2 minutes.
shuts the door behind him. So you wait a moment.
Bro, you owe me.
I will find you some good hooch.
As we randomly drink 2 vials.
So you wait a minute. He comes back in with a small piece of brown, like, wax paper, balled up, kind of knotted, tied with a string. And he goes, "When you are feeling the urge of pain, you chew this for 15 minutes and you spit it out. Spit it out. Say it back to me."
Spit it out.
You're gonna spit it out after how long?
It's 15 minutes.
After 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you're gonna spit it out. Say it again.
2 minutes, I'm gonna spit.
Here you go. And he gives you a small pouch.
I'm gonna open it up and be like, I'm just gonna take a whiff.
It's the exact same thing that you grabbed earlier.
Perfect!
So now you have 4 charges of a oral anesthetic.
Thank you. I will go continue my pain somewhere else.
You got opiate.
Now then, I need to clean up. Shoo. I need you to leave. I need silence. Go. Go now.
Bye.
Thank you again.
As we leave, I'm just gonna be like, make sure nothing's missing, and I close the door.
As you shut the door, he goes, "Good God!" And you start hearing scuttling. He's running around, searching everything frantically.
We should leave.
So, what now? What are you guys doing?
Now we should
We're
go.
leaving. We're following the sober one.
Okay.
I'm sober.
So, where do you
I'm
go?
sorry. I'm
I'm
drunk.
sober? I'm just kidding, yeah.
You had a drink with the Duke. I hope you're sober.
I poured my drink in his.
He's actually dead so.
So,
Have to deal with
so-
this
I need the map.
Have we
Mind pass.
had the other
Map.
gotten to the museum
I know
yet?
it's
You're
not.
not with
All this other
me.
shit going on?
so
I have the map.
during this,
Yeah.
we'll call it 10 or
Oh, not
15
really
minutes.
Because we're not
You
standing
guys-
outside waiting on them.
Are you guys
We're going
walking?
on to the museum. That was our mission.
Yeah, we noticed that they left, and we know that
Thundar
they're
is
expecting
mission
to come back.
minded. He doesn't need drink. He doesn't need herb. He just needs to go thump somebody in the head.
Okay.
You know?
Josh, hit me. So, as you guys are making your way through, as the rest of you are making your way through the city, now you have a better look of the people of this town, and it's a cornucopia of different races, and there's street vendors selling various candies and pastries and small knickknacks and stuff like that. Collectibles for the city. There's barkers trying to get your attention. You know, we have the finest rum in the city. We have the finest this in the city, and it seems like everybody has the finest everything. Your passive insight tells you that most of these people are full of shit.
Do any of them have any gnomes on a stick that I might be able to purchase?
Hey, be careful with
Gnomes on a stick?
Yeah, I love gnomes on a stick over a fire.
Oh.
It burns all the hair off, and then you.
Your leader's a no.
But I'm talking about those little wood gnomes that are mean little guys.
I'm a force gnome!
Why did you say that in front of her?
Oh well, I'm not eating her. She's our leader, so I leave her alone.
I'm
But
different.
if I catch
I'm
any
different. Yeah,
around
I'm
the campfire, I grab them up, stick a stick up their arse, hold them over the fire, cook them up.
I'm not watching
Eat
this.
them.
So, I mean, there's several street vendors selling meat that you guys pass on the way down. Would you like to buy some meat?
Well, yeah, I was like anything good, like
A gnome on a stick.
like swamp frogs or gnomes.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, you do find a vendor selling, being cooked over an open flame, several pieces of like red meat, large chunks of red meat that are skewered over wood stakes. And he, as you walk up, you tell him what you're looking for, and he goes, "Well, I don't exactly have gnome, but maybe this will do. It's an exotic meat. Surely you'll appreciate this, a man of your persuasion." Then he hands it over to you.
What is it?
It comes from the island of Chult, large lizard monster. They call it the T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus. I believe.
Here.
Oh, shit. How much do you give him?
I gave you a gold coin.
Oh, well, you are quite generous. Thank
Well,
you.
Thundar has lots of money, but nobody will find it.
Would you like more meat?
I
then?
hide
have
it in
plenty
the
of meat.
swamp,
Have you seen these things? They
and
say that.
I have the creatures that guard it for me. Hey, no offense, but I do eat gnomes. Those little nasty bastards, I eat those.
Oh, the nasty ones. That
Yes,
makes sense.
yes, a little nasty.
I don't blame you.
Yes.
Which one?
Oh, that's so good, barbecued over fire.
What do you want to do?
How is this group separated right now?
So as of right now, they've made it 15, 20
Who's
minutes.
with who?
So right now it's these three
Squad.
and y'all three.
Okay. Can we just meet back up?
I mean, you all know where you're going, and you're all getting there, because now where you guys are, off in the distance, about another couple hundred feet, you can see large twisted iron spires around a gate, and the gate itself is about 15, 20 feet tall. It's very, very tall. The gates are wide open, no seeming guards of any type, but you can see the kind of cobblestone pathway making its way up into a very large building sunk into a hillside. So, and again, for the sake of brevity, we'll say that now you've gotten your meat and you guys waited for the rest of the group, and now everybody's back together again.
Do I notice any rodents or small creatures of the type around me?
Make a perception check.
You're not
15.
15? No rodents, really, but you do see a small, kind of like a dark brown, like tomcat, kind
Okay.
of just sitting in an alley, just kind of sitting on his feet, and he's kind of puffed up.
Because
He's
I'm
just
a
watching
forest
people.
gnome, I have the traits of speaking with small beasts. And I would like to let this tomcat know, hey, if you notice this group of people, which is a cleric,
I'm a very large man monk.
a man monk, and a warlock together, please take them to where we're going. I'm telling
Oh, you guys
them.
have already
Yeah, we've already been
gone back
together.
together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
Oh, okay.
I am here.
When Thundar stopped to get meat, you got, I mean, that took a minute, so as you...
I don't.
It is the
Sorry,
opioids.
I meant to. When I was asking about the meat, I meant I eat goblins, not gnomes.
That's fine. That's fine.
My other character does
The
that.
bad juju ones.
Not gnomes.
Okay, so we're all back
I
together.
got confused.
So, as of right now, you've eaten quite a bit of T-Rex meat, and that took some time. So now you all are all together in about 200 feet. You see the iron spires, the gate wide open, and the front kind of visage of a building built into the side of the hill.
What time of day is it?
The sun's still out. It's starting to get darker.
So it's getting... Okay.
It's so you're saying it's getting
Sunset.
darker.
Slightly.
Do we want to go in there and be inside the museum when it closes so that we can take care of this, or do you want to sneak in?
So who
I
who's
say-
guarding the
traps.
front door? What's
Gates
going
are
on?
wide
No way.
open. We
Gate-
might as well just walk in.
Gates are
Yeah.
wide open through your passive perception. You
Does
don't-
anybody have
I use
anything
detect magic.
magical?
hang on.
Of
Go ahead.
what's...
I use detect magic to see if there's anything on the gate, anything going on like that.
On the gate,
Is there any kind of magical on the gates that you go into that
Eldritch
entryway?
Sight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Invocation.
the gate itself does not resonate with your vision at all, but you do see coming off of the lock itself a slight kind of enchantment.
Okay.
Your experience, you recognize it as a way of fortifying the existing metals to make it stronger.
Must do at night. Must cast at night to keep people out.
Or what we can do is, if anybody has anything, hold on a second. I'm gonna pack my mouth with that numbing agent. Chew on it for a second. All right. So
How
what we could
how long do you chew on it?
2 minutes.
And then spit it out?
And I spit it right out.
There you go.
Okay, good.
Chew on it, and like as I'm chewing on, I'm like. All right, guys. So listen, I want everybody to know that real
As
quick.
he starts to speak, okay guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to go.
Fair enough.
Good.
Does anybody have anything magical?
You can barely understand the broken common that he's speaking right now.
I'm gonna
Barely.
use my. I'm
Because-
gonna use my.
It's not impossible, but it's barely.
Could I use my beast speech to understand?
I'm not a monster, you asshole.
As a DM question, is there such thing as like jinxes, like magics to go against magic to stop? To, like,
It is counterspell stuff. Yeah.
Counterspells.
If you have counterspell prepared,
Okay.
You can use
Prepared.
that. Yes.
The reason why I'm
okay.
asking is
Prepared.
because if this
Gotcha.
guy is really interested in getting any sort of magical item, we could try to lure him out. And then I'm just gonna go numb for a second. Go. The only time I talk semi-normal is when I'm high as hell.
If you look through the gate, right? Through the gate's a courtyard. Then there's the building, the actual museum.
correct. The courtyard, glancing at it from this distance, it's hard to get an exact estimation, but you figure it's about 150 feet wide by about another 100 feet deep before it gets to the actual building itself.
Just enough to tease on. All right. So,
Is anybody proficient in nature, by chance?
yeah, this
A little
forest
bit.
gnome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am a furbolg.
What catches your attention as you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are as you
You're-
guys are
you are
kind of
nature.
examining what's in front here, you notice that the garden that's been placed out here The plants are gorgeous. They are professionally kept. The hedges are trimmed. This looks like a very well-kept area.
Very well kept.
Are there any guards around?
Not that you can see. You don't see anybody guarding it, so to speak, from the front.
Might want to watch her.
Something that catches your attention in your profession, the way that the building is built into the side,
Right.
you figure that there's not really a back entrance. Like, this is a one-way in, one-way out kind of place. So, what kind of gets your attention is you figure if you were going to find a mark in there to take care of, this would be a hard place to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk through the gate.
You small. You can hide. You can hide and sneak in. Find back room where he may be.
As you've all been kind of waiting and discussing now, is anybody paying attention to the doors, to the gate?
I haven't stopped looking at them.
I mean, I'm like
So
kind of walking towards it.
You see several groups of people, 2, 3, 4 at a time, walking in, walking out.
Yeah.
This seems to be regularly traveled.
I'm just gonna
Make a perception check
I
real
was
quick.
gonna say because I'm just gonna walk right ahead.
I think we should just all walk in.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in
Same season.
for a
Leader.
15.
15?
What are we doing?
You notice that one of the groups, while they seem normal, fine, like kind of a tourist attraction in a way, the second group who walks out, they're holding a man up who seems to be limping. But they're laughing and kind of messing with him, and they're like, oh, that was really good, man. You came so close. As they're kind of walking out.
I'm just gonna be like, good for him. Hit him on the back, and I was gonna walk directly
Oh,
through.
you asshole!
And I'm just gonna walk directly through the front door.
Okay, do you guys follow him? He's walking all the way in?
Yeah.
I'm walking.
Might as
Okay,
well.
you're walking into the courtyard, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
As
so-
I walk through the courtyard, can I do a perception check to look around to see if, are these plants kind of like rare plants that he has in the courtyard? Is this courtyard also a collection? I'm worried about my tree friend here.
Make a nature check.
I want him to leave with us.
Oh, no.
I want him to leave with
There
us.
was so much of a pause there. I'm so worried.
Make a nature check.
Alright, nature check? Okay. Fucking -1, okay. I got a 2.
They are very pretty. And some of them smell good.
I'm gonna lean over to our leader. I'm gonna lean over to the leader here, and I'm gonna go. I think I'm seeing twice as many plants that are actually here. Can you? Is this the guy we're gonna go see? He's not gonna try to keep our friend over there, is he?
You guys have seen a handful of other furbolgs in the area.
We have.
Yeah.
Like in the museum, like walking in the museum and walking out.
Not necessarily walking in and out, but I mean, like a couple of the street vendors were a furbolg.
So I had the impression they're pretty rare.
Not really.
Okay.
No,
In
they're
that
actually
case, I
so
don't
common.
say that, and I don't say that, right? I just walk.
Okay. So you're now in the courtyard, kind of observing the plants and everything. What would you like to do?
I want to go in the building.
Okay.
And I want to take the little person with me.
Lorelai.
Come with me.
All right.
We go in building.
Okay.
You get low. You look around. I get high. I look around.
Okay.
You just want to bash something, don't you? Just want to beat something up.
Oh, anybody get in your way?
I mean,
Okay.
I can
Okay,
go with her.
I'll hold
I
you
can,
to it. I'll hold you
I
to
can
it.
be invisible.
What?
I can turn invisible. No, you know.
Let's just drag him
Well,
with
that's
us.
only because you're
I
so ugly.
can just hug.
Let's drag him with us.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna walk
Okay.
through the building with them, and is there a reception desk?
Leader.
so you're walking all the way in.
I'm gonna go directly
We're
into the
walking
building.
in. I want to disperse and look around. We're looking for something. I don't want to dilly-dally around
Okay.
and play grab ass. I want to look for what we're looking for.
So as you approach the
Enchanted
doors,
Pigskin ball.
yeah, as you walk into the doors, you find a very, very large, probably about 15, 20 feet tall, combination of wood and stone inlaid door. Very precisionally ground and cut. I mean, the edges are very sharp. Again, well kept. There's large brass hangs on the door that you use to pull. As you start pulling them, they kind of slide open on rollers. And in front of you is a wide room, about we'll call it 75 feet across, 50, 75 feet across, and about another 100 feet deep.
A grand room.
A large, like what would have been a grand ballroom, I imagine, at one point.
One-story, two-story?
Is it full of treasure?
It's a 2-story room. You can see the balcony. I mean, you look up and you can see the second floor. To your left and to your right, there are various cases and various shelves. That's the courtyard. There are various. That's why it says CT on the top. There are various shelves on the left and to the right. Some of them are display cases with like small inscribed pieces of brass that seem to have been written with like a small punch. To the left of the stairs, there's a single door. There's stairs directly in front of you, again unguarded. There's a handful of people perusing some of the shelves around. You look to the right, and there's a large set of double doors, and another small door directly to your right.
What's the lighting situation?
Oh, it's very well lit.
Very well lit.
There's
no place for me to hide.
There's several sconces on the wall that are emitting light, so the chamber itself is lit. But the lights themselves behind some of the shelves, you could find a shadow or two. That's something that catches your attention. There are some shadows low that you could kind of skulk into.
Are we alone in this room?
No, there's a. Hang on 1 second. There are about 6 other people in there with you. 2 on the upper floor, 3 on the bottom floor. They seem to be in pairs.
Are they all? Do anybody seems that they work here?
Make a perception check.
Yo, my perception check is 10.
10?
Yeah.
That's what you need. Standing on the top of the steps, with his kind of like his left side facing where you guys are right now, he's presenting something and talking to the couple that's on the upper floor. And you can't make out what he's saying because you're too far away, but you can see that he's wearing a very, very nice black, deep black suit. And he's just, kind of like a tailcoat kind of thing. He has nice polished shoes on. Looks to be human, but he's, with a small white towel draped over his arm, and he's pointing and talking to some of the various artifacts that are up on the
towel
shelves.
his arm like a waiter. Okay.
Or a butler.
Or a butler, a servant.
Oh my god.
Look around for back room. This is what we're looking for. Will not be on display out here. He will have it in his private room. We need to find that
There's
room.
a couple of doors on the right.
Let's go over that door.
He's in the second story balcony. Mm-hmm. Do we see a way to get up from this room to the balcony?
Oh yeah, there's a big, like 20-foot wide stone staircase right smack in the middle that goes straight up.
I say we ask the. I think we should ask that guy who's talking to people. He's in a note we're looking for. We might as well just ask somebody. Why just we can walk around, but this place is huge. We might as well just be like, hey, do you know where we can find that sweet ball of guts the city was founded on?
How long until my tongue comes back to normal?
How'd you say that?
Make a
My tongue.
It was hoping
My tongue.
make a medicine check.
Nice.
I mean, you've been to the dentist.
Yeah, that's like 6 hours later.
Yeah, that's what.
I could check for him.
Medicine, 16?
16?
Huh.
You kind of gently bite down your tongue and the side of your cheek, and it's still pretty numb. You get the gist that this is some powerful stuff.
Thank God. Anyway, I'm just gonna walk right up the stairs and go directly to him.
Yeah, I'm already walking up.
Because I got questions for the man.
Nah, I was gonna see if I could chip it on that roll, but there's no way I could tell without metagaming. So,
I mean, you saw me just
you
like a
turn
handful.
invisible and go into some of these side rooms and look around.
I
I'll
can
go
do
try the
that.
double doors.
I
See
have-
if they're.
Doubles,
Okay, yeah.
doubles
I'm just gonna lean in
To the
whisper.
right.
I'm just gonna lean in
Okay.
whisper. I'm just gonna be like, look, I need to come with you because if I turn invisible, as soon as I have to open the door, I lose my invisibility. So you have to do it for me.
All right, no problem.
And then I'm going to lay my hand. I'm going to lay my hand on Lorelei.
The yodeling pickle?
Don't Don't look at my history.
I thought that was Twitch chat. I was like, who's that?
I'm going to lay my hand on Lorelei, and I'm just because I am a trickery cleric. Basically, now she has advantages on stealth for the next hour.
Which one's that? Blessing of the Trickster?
It just says trickery. The archetype.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna like.
Wait. So what are you casting?
I'm just guarding.
It just says it's basically like it's my archetype ability is that I can lay my hands on an ally and get an advantage on stealth checks for
Okay,
the
that's
next
Blessing
hour.
of the Trickster. That's what Jester
Yeah,
is.
while they're doing that,
Yes.
I'm gonna be just walking in the hall while they're doing that and just watching, making sure that nobody's gonna mess with them.
Okay. So Lorelei makes her way forward to the right of the staircase, and you find the large doors. And
I'm going to turn invisible, by the way, and I'm going with her.
Okay. So you're.
Sorry, I forgot to say beforehand. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'll allow it. So you kind of take a wide berth around Lorelei, and you kind of mutter the incantation and run your hands up and down, and you are invisible for. What level are you casting that?
It's a Furbolg feature.
Okay. How long does it last?
12 hours.
It lasts indefinitely, but until I have to make a damage roll, a creature save,
Okay.
until a turn initiative, or until I bump into something. Like I can't bump into anything.
Okay, it's like minor. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
I can't bump into anything. I can't attempt to open a door or move anything, or it'll go away.
Okay. So Lorelei makes her way forward and
Yeah, all I can do is walk.
make a perception check on the door for me.
I'm gonna talk the rest of the game for a while, I guess.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, I am.
I never expected you to actually go through with that.
Why would I not? I can't move.
12.
12?
Yeah.
As you approach the door, it's very similar to the front door in that it's a very well inlaid wood door with stone. From your height, you can see the rollers on the ground, but the handle's pretty high up. But if you reach up on your tiptoes, you can reach it, and you finally find purchase on it. Make a strength check.
Strength, the #1 quality of a rogue.
Yeah.
Is yours a -1 too?
Yes.
Of course.
Yo.
Oh!
Oh, we may want to retire that one tonight.
That's the first time I rolled it. That's a 3.
That's a 3? So you start with your fingertips. I mean, you have like a rock climber's purchase on this thing, and you start... And then, you start shaking your hands out, kind of getting your calves.
Can I see her?
Can I see her do that?
doing
Walk
this?
over and just push the door open.
Absolutely. So you walk forward, you grab the door, and it comes right open. So now,
No problem, little one.
And I pat her on the head and say, "It'd be okay."
so now,
You're the only one allowed to get away with that.
so now the room before you, not as large as the main room that you just came in from. It's about 25 feet by 35 feet. This seems to be more of a reading room, a lounge. There's 3
How's it going?
leather seating. There's 2 leather chairs and 1 long couch in the middle, with a large oak table in the middle. Several books are stacked up in the middle. Nobody in this room, is just you guys, as far as you can tell. And looking at the bookshelf, there's a large rolling ladder that goes from side to side, and the bookshelf itself has to go up, you imagine, 50, 60 feet tall.
That's
It's a huge library. On the wall behind you, you see a beautiful oil-painted mural of a dark-skinned man, a little bit of dark chin fuzz, elven features, slightly pointed ear, big, thick, bushy eyebrows, short-cut black hair, and what looks to be like war medals on his chest. The garb that he's in, the suit that you're in, it looks like old-world military.
Anything else in the room? Just books?
Lots of books.
Lots of books.
Lots and lots of books.
You know,
this is not
if
the
those
one we
books
need.
were good, they would make them into movies.
Actually, I'm sorry, I forgot something. Under the statue, you see a... how tall is this? Hang on 1 second.
How thick is this painting?
You see a 12-foot tall carved statue. Make a nature check for me, because you guys haven't seen this.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh!
Yep.
You immediately recognize this as a beautifully carved marble statue of a sphinx.
Ooh.
A what?
What?
A sphinx.
Sphinx.
Oh, Sphinx.
A sphinx.
Yeah, the thing that's in Egypt, the head of a man and body of a lion.
What? Like, how? Can you?
Specifically, this is
It
a
originally looked like that.
specifically. Thank you. You notice this to be a Gina Sphinx. It's a different type of Sphinx from the typical, human face and lion's body. This one has wings and kind of a beak as it comes down.
Is it similar to the one from Campaign 1?
It's like
As a matter of fact, it is not.
It's not. Okay.
But it is very, very large.
I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Can you steal it?
Okay, so...
You said it's
Can
large.
you steal the statue?
Huge. It's.
Can you put it in your bag? If you can't put this thing in your bag and steal it, I don't even care.
You have to-
I'm just kidding. I'm lawful dude.
Are you walking up the stairs?
Don't
talking?
feel-
You worry me.
I worry a lot of people. I'm high.
Just go sit down
I
somewhere.
want to go fight something.
Now,
Go.
as you make your way forward into the room, among the stack of books sitting on the center table, you do see something that seems out of place. There's a sheet of paper kind of crumpled up. Ignore me. Sort of crumpled up, sitting on the middle of the table in between two, 3-foot towers of books.
I'll go pick it up.
You pick it up?
Yeah. Woohoo. Is
Crack rock cocaine.
map of the first floor. Okay, so
What's this, Resident Evil style?
Excuse me. Oh, it feels so good.
I'm guessing this is the room that we're in right now. This one right here.
Do we find bolt cutters?
Say again?
So this is the room that we're in right now? The
What'd you
library?
figure? Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Where we go?
Well, I'm not seeing what we're looking for in here. This is just nothing but books.
Let's go. Let's go in other room.
Upstairs, maybe?
Wait, you
wherever
said
you
you found a
think.
painting in there?
Find leader. Hey, leader. Where is she?
She's
Leader?
probably back out.
What are you guys doing while they're investigating?
I'm gonna
this
walk up to that
Uh,
guy with the who's got the thing draped over his arm.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
I'm
what I
gonna
was
walk
gonna
up the
do.
steps and walk up straight to him, and I'm gonna introduce myself.
Okay, as you approach, there's a couple, very well dressed. The female in what seems to be a very elegant silk gown. Her hair's done up, makeup very well put together, fingernails freshly painted, jewelry adorning her fingers. Her company is wearing, again, a black suit. His hair is kind of slicked back. He has one single black bead in his ear, and they're looking at a thing sitting on the shelf behind a piece of what looks like glass. And as you walk up, the man in black, the man with the white thing over his arm, he's explaining, and he goes, "This is where Lord Adabati found this particular item. It was an artifact found in a temple that was a forgotten city. To be honest, I don't quite remember the name of it because he's got so many, but this is one of his proudest possessions. Excuse me. Yes, sir. What can I do for you?"
Good evening, sir. I have a signet ring on. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, good evening, sir. My name is Killian Price.
Mr. Price, you say?
Thank you.
My name is Brady. He reaches out his
Good to
hand.
meet you, Brady.
My friends call me Tom.
Mr. Price, Mr. Brady, I've been sent here from the land of Kel, home of the Longhorns.
Oh,
I'm
I'm not familiar with Kel.
Well, in our kingdom, we are sent by our King Guinness, sends us around looking for verification and certification on the world records of people who collect items and people who do great feats. And we
Surely you've heard of Victor. He is wonderful. He is Victor Victor Adabaki. He is well known in these types, and he does
Yes.
all kinds of wonderful things.
Well, that brings
You know,
us to what
there was
brings
once a
me
time
here.
that there was a man, back when in his childhood, there was a man in the tavern who started a fight, and he struck a woman, and I'll tell you what, he knocked his fucking teeth out, is what he did. He
Well-
punched him so hard he fell asleep.
That's very
I'm
interesting,
gonna
sir.
come walking up there. Was it me?
Oh, hello, sir. Don't believe we've met. What is your name?
I'm David.
My name is Brady. My friends call me Tom.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Our accent might be very thick to you. Hard to understand.
Oh,
But excuse
recently had some teeth
excuse the
extracted. I
dialect. You speak of this man Victor Atabaki. That is what brings me here today. I have to. You see, we have a book that collects the world records. Our King Guinness sends us out to find the world record of things. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I am following. Yes, sir.
Mr. Victor Atabaki is a great collector, and I heard that he actually has one of the, as you would say, oldest, still mummified animal carcasses that are also attached to the founding of a city. Very rare record to have.
Oh, would you like the tour? I can show you many of Victor's wonderful feats and things.
Is he here today? Tonight, I mean?
Mr. Atabaki is in, yes. I believe he is in his study.
Well, as you
doing
see
what
this,
he usually does.
as you see this noble ring I wear, and I show
is
him
lovely,
the signet
yes.
ring.
I have
okay?
one myself, and now he reaches his hand back.
Unfortunately, I cannot verify anything unless it is shown to me by Victor Atabaki.
So you wish to have an audience with Victor? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I do beg your pardon, but I request a tour by Victor Atabaki. I request just a moment to see the artifact, certify its legitimacy, and then he will be given a gift from our king, a small prize, and he will be entered into our world record books, which will be printed and famously sent out across the land.
I'm sure
If
this
he
would be
could
something
spare just a
he'd
few
be-
moments to give us a tour.
He would be quite interested in this. Nothing would make him happier. Just excuse me one moment. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And he speaks in Draconic. You're welcome.
Okay.
You-
The
you-
numbing effects are really hitting.
And so he goes, I need but finish this tour first. Please, find your way to the lounge. It is down the stairs, to the left. Take a seat in one of the couches, and I will have an answer for you momentarily.
Great.
All right.
My name is Dibbit.
Dibbis, you may leave now. Thank you.
Okay.
And then he turns back and
I'm
continues
gonna grab
his tour.
Divis by the arm and just kind of help him. You know what I mean? Kind of like without even looking the direction of where he's at. I'm gonna be automatically know that he's gonna be like kind of leaning and like okay, kind of keep him standing up straight.
Yeah.
Like just used to like automatic. I'm like helping him look sober
Yeah.
because he's my addict buddy.
we're AA meeting. We're AA.
So you guys head down the steps now?
Yeah, we're gonna head down the steps waiting for Victor Atabaki.
Okay. Lorelai, make a
is
perception
cool.
check.
No.
19.
19? You notice that as Brady walks the couple around the edges, they give a panel to the left of where they were previously standing. He kind of directs them around, like he puts himself on the inside of the wall, like towards the inside of the wall, and kind of keeps them clearly away from it.
Check out that panel.
How far away are we from them?
From the couple.
From
and all that?
Brady and the couple.
Oh, you guys have already made it down the steps. I'm assuming you guys are headed towards the lounge area, correct?
Right.
Okay. So,
Does anybody in our group, anybody here, can make perception to see if they can locate the object we look for?
I think
Hey,
it's
Bob.
behind that panel.
I have to prepare it though. If I'm
Okay,
able to
we got.
locate an object.
Okay. You
locate
prepare.
object. Also, on top of that, you have to have seen it in order
You've
to be
only-
familiar enough with it.
You've only been described it.
Exactly. That's why I thought. Yeah, you have to see it to understand where it's at. What does clairvoyance mean again?
Clairvoyance. Read your player's handbook. It'll tell you.
You're gonna go to page
I
116.
just wanted to say that to somebody. I finally got to do it.
Oh yeah, I remember old Clara.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Clairvoyance.
Yeah, I remember old boy. She was like,
I, don't,
Thanks for
I'm
days.
really interested in that panel.
I have no clue where to find that.
Really interested in that panel.
Go up them.
Yeah,
Go
well,
up
you.
three,
That's what
check
I'm
out the
going.
panel.
You smal. You sneak up there and look. While we distract this Brady guy. You go look.
I think he's already walked off. Brady in the. Okay, so.
I'm here to distract him.
You watched them long enough that they made their way left along the upper balcony, and as they made their way back around to the side, you heard a door open, and you haven't seen them return before you guys went to the lounge.
I'm gonna go check out that panel. I'm gonna go check the panel.
Okay. Make your way up and make a. What are you looking for?
I want to push onto it. Hey, baby. Push onto it. I want to see if it opens up anything.
Okay.
It does.
So first, make a perception check.
13.
Okay, 13. So, I wouldn't usually prepare somebody like this, but be ready to write something down. So, as you approach the panel, to its right is a bookshelf. And you see on the wall 4, what languages do you speak?
Common and halfling.
Common halfling? Okay. You see 4 runes
One line.
that you do not recognize. Lightly carved into the wall.
Okay.
And again, looks like it was done with a punch, but there's a glimmer in the symbols themselves. The markings above them are written in common. One of them says, I touch your face. I'm in your words. I'm lack of space and beloved by birds.
Bread.
Okay, so imagine.
Touch your face and in your
Imagine
words.
at any point in time.
What was this third part?
I'm lack of space and beloved by birds.
I'm lack of space.
Is it a fart?
And again, what's the fourth one?
Loved by birds.
Oh,
Loved by birds.
yeah,
Beloved.
yeah, beloved by birds.
Been to that spot before,
You.
or if it's like just
Statue, maybe?
like, let's say you had like
You guess?
Okay. The second one,
but it's
Okay.
within like
which is to its right,
you can get a
maybe,
line
a few inches,
of what
says,
that place-
what can you catch but not throw?
last 10 minutes.
No, plastic.
And duration is 10.
That's just it?
Underneath that one.
And you're like this. I lost it.
Okay, 1 second. Under that one, it says, large as a mountain, small as a pea, endlessly swimming in a waterless sea. That's going to be your answer for all of it.
I mean, I just think the kids.
I think the best part for her is going to be when she's writing, going back and watching the VOD and seeing what you're actually saying.
Large as a mountain, small as a pea, endlessly swimming in a waterless sea.
Yeah.
It's my grave!
Now, for her description,
I'm a big man.
these are written above a large carved rune with some kind of an inlay to it.
Okay. So that's all above the room. Okay.
That's 3. There's a 4th one.
Fuck. Okay.
The 4th one says, what breaks but never falls.
I mean, I know the answer. I'm drunk and I'm not with her.
Like, I feel like, it's Gollum and Bilbo right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, that's what you see.
Alright. I head back down and I convey that to the group.
Damn your high perception. That's supposed to be later.
Oh, wait.
But okay, that's fine.
Wait, which group? Are we in the same room?
Yeah, the rest of you are already in the lounge. You're waiting for any kind of correspondence from Brady.
And she walks in and conveys, so she's like, yo.
Do you?
I do. I walk in and tell them there's a panel upstairs. I can't read them because there's like 4 runes. Kind of like a little glimmer to them, something magical, it seems. And there's about like 4 riddles above them. It's in common, that part, but I can't read the runes. So.
Wait, I got the last 2 riddles. How many riddles are there?
There are 4. Mm-hmm. So the first one says.
As you guys are having this conversation, I'm gonna go take a piss.
Go ahead.
The first one says, I touch your face. I'm in your words. I'm lack of space. Beloved by birds. It's the first one.
It's bread.
Oh, that's the wind.
Oh, okay. The second one, what can you catch but not throw?
A cold.
It's true.
That is
Okay.
very true.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it could be multiple
An,
answers, yeah.
an illness.
Cold wind. Okay, go ahead.
The third one, large as a mountain, small as a pea, endlessly swimming in a waterless sea.
Okay, what's the last one?
Hold on, Google it.
What breaks but never falls.
You know, we're in
Day. The day breaks but never falls.
Okay, so we got wind, cold, and day for the last one.
Endlessly swimming.
I'm just saying,
He
guys.
said the grave.
Large as a mountain, small as a pea, endlessly swimming in a waterless sea. The moon?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Are we talking about a cold wind?
Who is that?
Wait, no. I'm saying you're onto something. Say it again. Constantly swimming in a...
Waterless sea. So I mean, like, as big and small, the moon grows and shrinks depending on whether it's
The
going
water
down.
in the sea, yeah.
Well, no, depending on if it's at the horizon or if it's up at noon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that could be wrong. But I know day breaks but never falls.
The reason why that made sense to me was because like it's constantly swimming in a waterless sea, like it's swimming in space, you know, like it's constantly going around,
And
like,
it gets
in a
smaller
big
and
sea
bigger.
like space, yeah.
Yeah, when it gets
It's
down
small
to the
like
horizon.
a pea, like we could see it like a pea.
But when it gets down to the horizon, it looks huge. Like
Yeah.
the sun going down looks huge, right?
Yeah.
And then day breaks but never falls. Touching your face and in your words, that's wind. The first one, that's wind.
Yeah.
That's air or wind. It's got to be.
All right.
When our powers combine, I am Captain Planet.
So, as you deliberate on yourselves, it's interesting because I was not here, so we'll see what Brady has.
All right. I say
hang on.
the first.
So the door opens.
Oh shit! Tom Brady's here.
I'm gonna keep chewing on my face.
Dude, you
until
gotta be
I
a
feel
Super Bowl right
something.
now.
And
You're just chewing a gum that's not
You're a
there.
goblin?
Brady
Like-
walks in,
Okay.
and his posture, you know, again, very proper, kind of poncy, has his cloth over his arm. He walks forward and he goes, Master Victor is not seeing visitors at the moment, but he offers an opportunity. He has set before him 3 trials. Pass these trials, he will grant you an audience.
Let's do it.
If you accept, you will gain admittance to the museum after closing, which is in a few hours. You will have free reign to do as you please.
Ooh.
Just know, you are being watched, you are being recorded, and that Master Victor will be the final judge of the test.
So Master Victor will see us in person, have a personal council with us as a group at the end of these trials.
Of course. He's a man of his word.
I can only accept this offer, of course, being that my king of Guinness, the land of Kel, home of the Longhorns, because he has to be there to verify this object. You're an oblong-shaped ball of made of ancient animal organs used to found the city, which that object is here, as well as Mr. Victor Otavaki, correct?
You've come to the Museum of Curiosities for a football.
Just real quick question. Because I'm an addict and used to these kind of drugs,
Yeah, I get it. What's up?
am I still?
Oh, you're still, yeah, your mouth is jacked, man. So to kind of let you in on something as a player, not your character, you ingested a highly concentrated dose of what would be used for wisdom teeth removal. So you are high as a kite. The fact that you can speak is because I'm being nice to you. So there's that. So
I'm going to tell him that My King Guinness is a very particular man, and he only wants to put real, true records of the world in his book. And I appreciate the kind gesture of you and Mr. Victor Atabaki.
Blessed be his name.
I feel
Blessed be Atabaki.
I'm gonna look to you to be like, we're gonna accept these trials.
Well, do we get to hear them first, or we just have to accept them blindly?
Well, the trials will begin when the museum closes for the evening. There are not necessarily instructions, but I have a feeling you're sharp people. You'll be able to figure out what to do.
Wow.
How long will the museum close?
I not run naked through Cactus Patch. No.
The museum's hours, as the sun breaks the top of Hilltop Mountain. I know it's a shitty name. I'm not a big fan of it myself, but it's the best we have. When the sun goes over Hilltop Mountain,
It's almost like our DM should have prepared for that.
the front gates will close. You take 36 points of psychic damage.
2 hit points left.
No, when the sun breaks the crest of the mountain and darkness falls upon the city, the gates will close and your trials will begin. The museum will open back up when the sun comes across the east side the next day. Total, you'll have about 8 hours.
Is this a common practice for Mr. Atabaki to offer strangers at his museum a trial after hours?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, you better get it right.
I just want to make sure we haven't been made, bruh.
You better get it right.
I want to make sure I don't want to be trapped inside. I don't want him like hightail out of town holding on to the football.
Roll it.
Rolling.
What am I rolling for?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
I got an 8.
Bro, dude, use another dice, homie.
He's
Advantage.
already rolled. He can't roll.
Nah, it's just...
I can't roll again with a feature, but I'm not going to use it yet. I'm waiting for the one I'm about to die.
Okay. So 8 total?
8.
He goes, Sir, I will let you in on a secret about Victor. Wealthy to wealthy. And he kind of flashes his ring towards you.
I'm gonna flash it back. My fake ring.
And he says, Victor will offer these trials to anyone he seems interesting. He seems to have found an interest in you all. Perhaps you have something to offer him.
Okay. I'm gonna say to this Brady here, Tom Brady.
His friends call him Tom.
I'm gonna call him Tom Brady. I'm gonna say Tom Brady. Hey, well, I guess you would do me the kind favor and show me a gesture of good faith in having a toast with us. And I'm gonna pull out my vials, which I have 10.
Can I have one?
One of them is a quadruple shot.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna offer him one of that vial as I hand out vials to my friends.
You are welcome to do as you please in this lounge. I must respectfully decline.
I'm gonna roll persuasion.
I haven't invited in many years.
He's dry. He's a sober
Can I
one
get an
that
insight
does
check?
that?
Please.
Can I have a
I shot
chalice?
2.
That's 5.
5.
We gotta retire all your dice tonight.
17 for insight check.
Well, she called it out first.
Yeah.
You can't supplement her roll with your own, unfortunately.
Darn it.
But even with a 5, you can make. I mean, he hasn't broken eye contact. He's not shifting in his body behavior at all.
Mm-hmm.
You get the gist that he's on the up and up.
Okay.
Can I have a chalice?
A cup, you say?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyone else? Only him?
Just an empty cup.
Okay. You see him take the back end of the towel and give it a whip, and now there's a shape under his arm. Reaches up, takes the chalice, buffs it off, hands it over to you.
I'm
I'm gonna ask for a line.
When you are finished, sir, I just need you to leave it on the table.
I'm gonna tie it and just tie it on my Side real quick.
When you are finished,
Of course.
you will leave it on the table.
Absolutely.
All right.
Can I do a perception and notice anything about his outfit or uniform that's unique? Like anything, a medallion or anything?
Make a perception check.
What's that with magical?
7.
7? It's a really well-fitted suit. Like, he looks like $1,000,000. He's a good-looking man.
Sweetmonger. This is getting pretty bad. Can you imagine?
I'm invisible, by the way.
Still?
Yeah, he hasn't touched anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Never mind, I don't know where he's at.
Can I prepare clairvoyance?
What's it say?
I have 10 minutes to prepare it, and it's 10 minutes long for it to have.
Okay. What does clairvoyance do?
If she's been there, she can see it like looking through a crystal ball in her mind. She has to concentrate on it though, but she can like see it like a surveillance camera.
I'm doing the thing Matt Mercer does when he reads.
The only time she can see something that she hasn't been there before, if it's just around the corner or just behind a door. It's got to be like really close. She's got to be in the presence
Hey.
of it.
Okay. Hang on.
Girlfriend, you could have played in this length of time.
I know.
Oh wow.
You create an invisible sensor within range.
I'm with you. I'm giving up on talking to this guy. We're about to start smashing this place.
Yeah, Thundar getting very frustrated. Thundar ready to choke his, mud into his pants.
Okay, so
I'm about to talk you into it. Man.
what do you want to do with clairvoyance?
I want to do the second half of it to where if it's like around the corner or something, I want to. What would you say?
Are you trying to see what's around there, or
You can see behind a door right around the corner like a surveillance video camera.
Yeah, that.
With concentrating. What door, what corner?
What? I don't know yet.
Oh, we just want to prepare it.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm preparing it. Yeah.
you choose seeing or hearing?
Seeing.
Okay. You can use the chosen sense through the sensor as if you were in its place. As your action, you can switch between seeing or hearing. So your action is to switch that, but not for this. Creature that can see the sensor. Okay, got it. So, what would you like to do?
I'm preparing it
I know.
for
Okay.
now.
So you're just setting it up
Yes.
for cast. Okay.
Just in
Where
case.
where do you want to place it?
No clue yet.
We need to talk.
Okay.
We need to
Let me know when you find that out.
choke it out or
Yes.
something.
Okay. So Brady's standing in front of you. He's told you what he has to tell you. Anything you'd like to do?
I have a question, Brady.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned 4 trials.
3.
Oh, I'm excuse me.
3 shall be the number of the counting, and the number of the counting shall be 3.
Nuts.
No more, no less.
If the counting
5 is right out.
Got it.
1 shall be counted only when proceeding on to 2. 2 shall be counted only on the proceeding on to 3.
4 shall not be counted. 5 is right,
Right
out.
out.
Okay. By
Thank
the
you.
way, great reference. So these trials,
Yes, sir.
are we allowed? Are we? Could you privy us, please, if you may offer so kindly, to what these trials may be for us?
Master Atabaki monitors everything.
He's a freak.
How does he monitor everything?
I've been given explicit instructions
Right.
not to spoil the surprise.
The surprise.
Yes.
We some of us might die.
Just know, you are not, as a child coughs in the corner, you are not the first to take these trials. Surely you will not be the last. This is a common occurrence. He seeks information. He's a collector, as he kind of points around this place, and he goes, he's collected the majority of what's in this museum himself.
Oh, so he collected you.
He hired me, sir. And I serve him faithfully for roughly 30 years.
How does he do that thing with the towel?
Hey, bro. It's cool. Call it what you want.
That's a legitimate question.
Take it.
How did you do the thing with the towel?
Master Atabaki has bestowed upon me certain, some would call them vestiges, things that allow me to serve him better.
What else?
That scared the shit out of me. That was awesome.
It is,
That's the first trial.
Fight that.
We have roughly an hour.
Okay.
Wow.
May I prepare you lunch? May I prepare you some food while you wait?
I am so parched.
You have goblins to eat?
While I may not find any goblins, they are eradicated in this part of the city. I can prepare for you several. Well, for a man of your persuasion, how about some beef? Would you like some beef?
Put it on a stick. Not a big fan of the silverware.
Beef kebabs coming right down. Anyone else?
Can you fix this?
So I'm sorry, but speech impediments are outside of my realm.
It's
At
not.
that moment, I'm gonna reach up and I'm just gonna grab Divis's tongue, which would then get rid of my invisibility.
it's lolling about it.
Which would then get rid of my invisibility. I just appear out of nowhere and I just have his tongue in my hand.
Brady seems completely unfazed, and he's, "Good evening, sir."
And I'm gonna whack him with my quarterstaff on the top of the head.
Who?
Oh wait, I want to roll.
I want you to know that's not gonna
hurt. No.
That's not how that works, man.
Damn. All right. Well,
Do you have Sentinel? The feat Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Are you a sentinel?
Roll the hit.
No, I
That's
don't.
a 19.
What's your AC?
Damn, I'm just gonna watch it happen.
Take 1 point of damage.
I'm gonna take my quadruple shot.
I know.
I'm numbed.
I just say,
Actually,
shut up, you're driving me crazy!
You know what?
Let's take it.
Yes.
Alright, guys.
Hold on.
Just don't talk.
Let's get focused. After you've had your beef, after you two are done, let's do this.
Brady says to himself, and the leader appears.
Let's do what? That's what'd you say? That's what?
We're gonna do this.
So,
Let's get this over with.
would you like me to tell Victor you are to accept the trials?
What does everyone think?
Might as well.
Uh-huh.
I'll take that as a resounding and cheerful yes. If you'll excuse me, I'll be back with your beef. So now, Brady turns around, exits, closes the door gently behind him.
Are we in the same room with the painting?
Yes. Yeah. So you're able to hear the footfalls of Victor. You're able to hear the footfalls of Victor as he's walking away, and as he makes several feet out of the way, you start hearing bong, bong, bong.
Did we do the 3 trials already?
I'm gonna guess it's closing time.
Closing time.
Several minutes later, Victor comes back with a
Not yet, buddy.
heaping, just massive copper dish.
Victor himself?
Excuse me, Brady. Thank you. Brady walks in with several just skewers of just big cubed steaks on a stick. Sets them down on the table, politely bows. And
I'm gonna do a detect magic on him at will.
Okay.
Is there any magic on him?
What you notice, the towel over his arm is indeed magical.
Okay.
And he has a slight magical vibration coming from under his shirt.
He is the thing you're looking for. Okay. So, before he leaves, I'm gonna be like, yo, Brady,
As he's walking away.
you deflated that ball? No, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be like, a little parched. Is there a chance we could maybe some wine for the group?
Of course, sir. One moment. And now you see him walk in the library. He walks past you all towards the kind of the corner behind you guys in the corner
Dude,
of the
keep
room.
his wine in his bookshelves.
He sees a large urn, roughly about that big.
It's a big ass urn.
He picks it up,
And a person fits in
Kind
a
of-
small one.
grabs it by the lid, gives it a shake, puts it back, and he goes, "What would the party prefer?"
Oh, well, I don't want to speak for the party, but,
Wine, perhaps. He looks at the jug, puts his hand on it, and he says, "Wine." And you see it get visibly heavier. And he walks over to all of you and begins just setting it down on the table. And
Brady.
you look in this 5-foot cask filled to the brim with a rich, dark red wine.
I wanted to cast Dispel Magic on the cask.
What the heck?
What level?
It detects.
At what level?
See if wine is poison. See if
It's-
wine is laced.
It's a furbolg feature, so it'd be a cantrip. It would be it'd be as basic as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to do it?
Sure.
Okay. So you study the object.
Like, clearly this is some sort of magic.
Place your hand on it.
Sorcery?
Mutter the words. You feel your energy
Yeah.
exit your hand, kind of vibrate towards your fingertips. They go a little bit numb, and you reach back, still full of wine.
I'm gonna walk.
Guys, this is some next level shit.
I'm gonna walk up to it, and I'm just gonna take my chalice that I had on my side, and just.
He carries.
You have a full glass of wine.
Anyone need to test wine, see if it's.
Yo, Brady.
He's obviously
Can I
got
get
this.
a?
He's about to drink it.
Well, I'm gonna drink it
chalice.
as much as a numb guy can drink wine.
Obviously, you wouldn't. From nobleman to nobleman,
Like,
I wouldn't be expected to drink with my hands.
One moment. And now you see him rapidly. He takes count. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I like that motion.
Alright.
It's my boy.
And he, one by one, takes them out, puts them down, kind of buffs them out, sets them down. And he goes, if you'll excuse me, I have to go close now.
Can I, slightly off topic, can I, using my wonderful cleric abilities, see if I can think of some sort of natural remedy to get rid of, Divis's face problem?
That is...
Hey,
Something I might know in the back of my head.
Club. I put him to sleep for a while. I can hit him in the head, put him to sleep.
Let's not do that. We need him.
No,
Honestly, you don't need him.
no, he's a pain in the ass.
He's kind of. I mean, I'm the closest person in the group to him, and he's kind of a fuck up.
If you want to,
Yeah.
make a nature.
You'll get no
make a
argument
nature
from
check.
me.
Nature or medicine?
Nature,
Okay. Both work.
because it is plant-based.
Fuck! My phone got in the way.
Oh, well,
Was that the intended roll?
can he roll again since he's got?
No, it was a 4.
It's a 4? There's a lot of plants, man. You know that as a general rule of thumb.
That's fine. So what level is this one?
What's wrong with it?
I thought you were gonna kiss me. I was gonna get. I'm gonna. Oh, this is happening.
So,
I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't know on stream.
I thought he was gonna kiss you too.
God.
You see his tongue come out slightly.
somebody clip that. That was weird. So,
Hey, girl face, you better watch your boyfriend.
as a
I let him do him.
No, he's gonna do me.
Not around the kid!
Sorry.
Not around the
We
kid!
gotta find different.
as a general rule of thumb, you know that water, sleep, and not imbibing more of whatever he imbibed on will eventually cure him of whatever is causing his face to be numb. You know that much.
I don't trust this wine. I wanna.
I'm just gonna. I just have the wine. Just gonna go.
Brady, gently nods and bows and leaves at this point.
I'm gonna nod my. I'm gonna.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna,
can-
I'm gonna push my head back and just go.
You can test the wine.
I don't think I can test the wine.
I just drank it.
You drank it?
I just drank the wine.
No, not drink. Suspicious of wine.
So he drinks the wine. It's pretty good. You notice that it's on the sweet side, but it still has that kind of dry bite to it.
Hey, pretty good.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't fall out or
Okay.
something.
So
If you fall, you know,
I'm a 280-pound, 6'4" dude.
it could be poison for crying out loud.
how long do y'all want to wait for?
What now? What?
How long do you want to wait for?
For Brady?
Well, just in general. I mean, how long do you want to sit in this room?
Did we ask Brady what time these? As soon as they clear the thing, the trials will start, right?
Yes, when the sun goes down and the museum closes for the
Okay.
evening.
If
Well, he said he's closing up right now, so
Okay,
I guess we'll wait till he comes
I
back.
want you to grab him by feet and sling him against wall.
I know you do.
You know, like
Do it.
just a few times.
Let's find what we're here to look for, okay? And if he becomes a problem, just smash, whatever. I don't care.
As you're having this conversation, everybody's visible. What's your perception modifier?
Modifier?
Yeah, just a modifier.
Oh, on the wrong screen.
Your passive perception. I just need a modifier.
3.
3? Okay. Yours was what?
13.
Passive 13?
Yeah.
Okay, so
My
it's
bad.
3. Yours are the same.
But you can't.
Josh, what's your perception modifier?
My perception modifier is a +2.
+2? Okay, what are you guys? Perception modifier?
1.
Just 1?
Perception
Yeah,
modifier
perception
is +1.
Okay. Several moments have passed since Brady's walked out. You guys deliberated on what to do if he came back. You've had some wine. No effect. This
Okay.
seems legit. JPEG. And as you're waiting, the two of you notice the door crack open.
I'm gonna put my hand on my dagger just in case.
I'm gonna put my hand on her dagger.
Did it creak open? Did it just pop open suddenly, or did we notice? Or we just happened to just notice it just cracked a little?
The latch came and it moved about 2 feet.
That's a lot of.
I get behind the door with my thing ready to smash whatever comes in if it's bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull my dagger out. Straight just pull my dagger out.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Okay. And you guys are just.
I'm going to
Waiting until something comes through.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Dimension Door at the door.
So you want to teleport to the door?
No, it's going to be at the door. So there'll be a portal basically will appear, and if anybody walks through, they'll suddenly appear. And I'm just going to.
Where's the exit door going? That's
The exit is going to be. So like if you're inside facing out of the door, you walk through, you hit the portal, and all of a sudden you're to the left about the maximum distance 30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So you cast it.
Yeah.
Okay, mark off your spell slot. How long does it stay open for? What does the book say? Because it's concentration, I think. Or no, it's not concentration. That was just a straight up. I'm still learning magic. I know fighters.
What are you doing?
No, it was a lot more than 30 feet. It was sorry. I could do up to 500 feet, but
Yeah, but that's all you have in that room.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Okay, so as
it's for an hour or until I dispel it.
okay, so as the purplish gate seems to open up around where the door is now cracked open. I mean, it's visible. You can all see it. Nothing. It's just sitting there. You can kind of hear the humming
The humming
as it's moving.
of a door that opened itself.
Yeah, he cast Dimension Door. Treemonger cast a spell, and now you see a purplish gate open in front of it.
Nothing coming through at all?
No.
I'm going to very slowly make my way towards the door and just kind of peek out.
Okay. Do you? How close do you get?
Right up at the door.
Up to the door?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you approach the door, you get within your arm's length to the dimension door, and you start feeling it tugging you
No.
in. The dimension door starts
Back up,
tugging
back up,
you.
back up, back up.
So you back up. Nothing.
Do we see what's coming through the door?
No, but you hear a child coughing. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
But no.
Weird.
I mean, there's seemingly none of you notice anything moving towards, away from. The only thing in front of that door right now is a purplish gate that's just floating there and kind of humming softly.
So we're not
Can
gonna
I
really
use
get
my
out of this
clairvoyance
door.
to see what's inside that room?
You can, because you've been spending time preparing it. So
Finally.
you
Is
see
this
Naomi's
test? Is this beginning of test?
you see Naomi's eyes
Must
glass
be.
over as her head kind of hangs low,
Oh, yeah.
and roll make a perception check.
Oh gosh. Not excited. 13.
13.
Yeah.
You see the room as it was. No inhabitants. You don't see anybody moving around. As you turn kind of the image left and right, everything seems exactly as it was. Staircase to the right-hand side, double doors are open. You notice a purplish gate of energy humming. You look slightly over it because you can move this thing a little bit. As you kind of look over, you're able to see yourselves in that room.
Wait, so she used clairvoyance to see past the gate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, your clairvoyance. Picture a camera in the first floor in the original room, just right there, and you're just looking around.
Well, she can see.
You said sight, right?
But she can also see what's right behind her
Yeah,
door.
that's what I'm looking
Yeah.
at.
The
What's
unseen.
behind the door.
Yeah,
past
exactly.
the gate.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Your camera's
Oh.
your camera's perspective in this case is in the room that you walked into or walked in from. Excuse me. So like the large courtyard, or I'm sorry, not the courtyard, the like large ballroom, the very beginning that you were in. That's where you are right now.
She can't cast
The camera.
clairvoyance to see what's through the gate to the next realm. Or the next
Through the
area.
like through the actual magical gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because you don't know where it ends. You don't know where it goes.
Hey,
Because it's not like just a regular wooden door. There's another. Because you can cast clairvoyance past door.
Yeah.
I'm understanding.
All right, let's start this over. So the lounge, where everybody is right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The door cracked open.
The double doors.
Did
yes.
he cast some kind of spell to widen it or something?
The door cracked open a bit.
Uh-huh.
Treemonger cast Dimension Door.
Which is
You all
a different
ready
door.
attacks, I'm
Which is
assuming.
a different door, right? To a different dimension.
Correct. That little portal opened in front of the open doors. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. That's what you see.
So we're looking into another dimension. If
You
he
can't see through the dimension. It opens up an exit portal 30 feet apart. Like we could see the entrance and the exit portal right in front of us.
Mhm.
So if I were to walk through that portal right now, I'd be 30 feet that way, out of the exit.
well,
I'm just gonna walk through the
So
portal.
you just gave us a way to get out.
Why
of
don't
here.
you?
I'm just walking directly through
No,
the
why
portal.
don't you stop it so
Okay.
we can see what's
So,
behind the door?
was
I was just prepared.
Divis?
Yep.
He's going through.
Divis, as you walk through the portal, you feel a draw as it's pulling you into it, and you pop up again, 30 feet from the door.
No big deal.
I dropped the dimension door.
Okay, so everything drops down. So now,
I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to the cracked door that opened by itself.
okay,
And I'm gonna usher. I'm gonna kind of do one of these. Ready, Josie? Because you have dark vision. I know this because we've been on many adventures together.
Yes.
And I'm
you
gonna
can,
take.
you can tell from your clairvoyance, by the way, it's still lit.
Uh-huh.
It looks the exact same as it was an hour
And you
ago.
can move it.
For 10 minutes.
Move it. I'm gonna be like, okay, move that shit in there.
Alright.
Move it into the door.
In the door.
Okay. Cool. She moves it into the open door.
Yeah.
Okay, so it well, hold on, through the open door. So you're moving your clairvoyance back into the room that he just walked out of.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The door that opened is the room that we came into. This room in the first place.
The door that opened is the one that you guys walked in through.
So it's a circle.
Oh.
Yes.
All
So
It's a
if you look at the map,
It's a circle.
I'm so glad I did this. So if you look at the map, okay, this is the lounge. Okay, L, lounge. This is the center room. C for center, right? So the dimension door was right here. Okay, it led out right here originally because he walked through it. So the two of you are now walking out here, correct?
Yeah.
and I
Cool.
am. I'm where exactly?
following
You were right here because you walked through the dimension door.
Cool. Sweet. I'm just gonna walk out directly into the middle of the place.
Awesome. Okay, now we're good.
I'm gonna follow them.
Awesome. Okay. So as you all walk out, I'm assuming everybody follows,
In
correct?
the main lobby area.
Kill. Everybody following?
Yeah.
Walking out of the room.
Okay. So you guys are moving through the open door. You're now back in the main room. You're in the main area.
Prepared with the clairvoyance.
As you all walk through, you find literally nothing.
Okay.
There's nobody in the room. You seem to have it to yourself. As the final person, who would have left last? Probably you, because you were 30 feet back.
He's
So
kind of fucked up.
as you're the last one who leaves,
I help him leave.
you're able to hear fabric moving, kind of a sound. And then behind you, you hear, "Hey guys, it's me, Victor." You look back, the painting is moving. Just the head is moving.
Hello,
He
Victor.
goes, "I was told you wanted to see me."
Who hears this?
Right now, just him. Well, actually, no. No, it's loud enough. You can all hear it.
You said the
Now we all want to
painting?
do.
The painting.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be
Is the painting that's talking to us?
I was like, this ain't gonna work.
Is this the real Victor?
Alright, boss.
I am the real Victor. What's your name?
Can I roll for insight?
Sure.
Cool.
How tall is this painting? As tall as him?
It's about like 30 feet tall.
It's about 30 feet tall. It's
It's
a big
a
painting.
big painting.
Oh, so he's larger than life size?
He's a
That's a 16.
It's a painting.
16.
Yeah.
You have never been so sure that painting believes his name is Victor.
Ah.
Actually, you can say he's divination.
The painting believes it's Victor.
But does Victor believe he's a painting?
I'm gonna
Asking
go.
the real questions here.
That's right.
Yes.
To clarify, and you can pass this around. This is what the painting looks like.
Is that just a picture of Getty?
Yeah.
It is. No.
Be funny if you like bought a
No, it's
costume.
from. No, but it's the Instagram tag name is Victor.
Honestly. Yeah. Pass it around.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
that is what you see.
He's kind of odd.
Okay.
Gosh, I can't.
So the painting's talking
I
to
can't.
So the painting is talking
And he goes,
to
so
It's Victor.
if you all want to see me, which is fine, I guess,
Okay.
If you all want to see me.
Okay.
all you have to do, follow the trials, prove yourself worthy of an audience, and I'll see you.
Okay, Victor. When do these trials start?
They've already begun. They began the moment you walked in here.
The moment we walked in.
How we doing?
All right.
Alright, cool, man.
And for chat, that's the man.
That's my hunky boyfriend.
That's the man right there.
Victor.
The man of the hour.
Okay.
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 B-Dog.
DM.
Yes.
I'm trying to make sure I do this correctly because I've never been a wizard before.
What up?
With my divination,
What up, though?
if you ask a single question concerning to a specific goal, event, or activity occurring within 7 days, the DM will offer a truthful reply. The reply must be a short phrase, cryptic, rhyme, or omen.
Okay. What's your question? Well, actually, first off, do you cast a spell?
My divination is so easy that a second level spell or higher is used in a spell slot. Regain one spell slot. Must be a level lower than the spell you cast, no higher than a 5th level.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
It's a second level spell to cast.
Yeah, that means it's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of it's
I'm sorry, it's a 4th level spell.
well no, because it's so easy for her, it acts as a second level.
Okay, it acts as 2nd level. Sure.
Or
okay.
higher.
Okay. So at what level do you want to cast it?
I don't know. I've never been a wizard before.
Well, what's your question you want to ask first?
My question
Well,
is...
first we have to make a decision. Are you going to cast a spell?
Okay, he's right. Sorry.
And at what level? This is important. It could kill the whole team. I'm just kidding.
What are you trying to find out?
Lorelai all of a sudden is impaled.
Oh god.
Thank you for coming
While
to
she's
Kill
thinking of
TV.
that, can I ask the question, is this painting in a frame or is it like a mural? Is it like a carpet hanging on the wall?
It is a large, very large, about 30 feet tall by about 20 feet
Can't
wide.
answer that question.
I mean, it's a mural, but it's more of a tapestry.
Tapestry.
Yeah, but
can't
it's
ask a
very
question.
it's an oil painting. It's a very, very fancy oil painting.
Okay, because I got a question after she gets done.
Okay.
Count any
I
possible
mean,
circumstances.
he can hear
that
all
might
of you. I mean,
change the outcome.
So he said
addressing
that
the group.
I'm sorry,
it
I
started when we
Listen.
entered, like, as in when we came into the building the very first time.
There's,
That's what he
there's
said,
a
yeah.
thousand
Oh,
things
fuck.
that
Yeah, the moment
might
you walk in.
change the fact that we don't find it.
That's some shit, isn't it?
So we can't tell you all we're going to be
I
successful.
like sitting in this chair.
No, I'm not. I'm not already being successful.
And he goes, so,
Are you going to ask, is he truthful about
what are we
what
doing?
he's saying? One question. I'm just clarifying divination.
Okay.
When you're asking a question, are you asking
Again, dude, that makes my
Truthful
my
or
neck hair
asking
stand up. It's like,
if we're going to win?
Being truthful.
Okay, well that's it. You can roll a deception with that. You don't have to waste a spell.
so while we're figuring that out, is anybody else
I
doing
can't
anything?
understand this then.
Look, the only reason you can't ask.
Well, I'm waiting to see what she wants to
You can
ask this thing.
where an
to
object
do
is.
my
You can
action.
ask.
Okay.
You can ask.
If one of the trials
Just
would
use a
figure out
deception, okay?
the riddle,
Don't use it as a spell.
Okay, then never mind
How
then.
do we know that?
I'm just gonna pause on that for now because I'm still trying to understand this.
Okay.
I've never been a wizard before.
Alright, so let me know.
Divination.
Nothing's happening. I'm getting bored.
So,
Prediction can change.
who's doing what?
Drink some more wine.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
What is the first trial?
You can use your
I'm so glad you asked. And the
you can
painting
roll that.
where you could see the
roll
mass,
that.
you could see the mass behind the painting seemingly moving forward, kind of levels out and subsides, and the painting goes back to its resting. I was gonna say resting bitch face, but its resting face.
We already said it.
Now, you're staying next to the.
I'm
cast?
standing like directly in front of like I'm saying like with, if door's here and he's talking through here, I'm standing like directly in front of the door.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So there's a kind of a like the sound of air rapidly moving, and it gets louder, and louder, and you start to see a spire of wine come out of the cask and start to make its way on the ground like a snake. I mean, it's got physical form. Starts to move across the floor between your legs, moves all the way across the hall, and comes up, coils up, facing the other set of doors. And as it strikes the door, it leaves a stain on the wood as it washes down in the shape of a fist.
I'm gonna grab my cup, and I'm gonna walk up to it kind of like this, kind of like.
You're just trying to catch it.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity check.
Okay. I'm gonna try to just drink it away from our problems.
Drink your
There's
problem.
a lot of wine in that cask, so this is very possible.
I'm gonna try to drink our problems away.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be, and before I walk up to him, I'm gonna be like, "Ha, easy," and I'm just gonna grab this and be like, "I'm just gonna drink this away."
Cool.
All right. So what? I'm rolling dexterity. I got a 10.
A 10? You get like maybe a quarter of that cup because as you put the cup down, it does go directly into the cup, and then as it overfills and it flows out, the rest of the body kind of takes back its shape, moves its way through. But you're able to get like a nice little shot of wine out of it.
So
I'm gonna drink it.
Cool. You
I'm
do?
gonna, I'm
You
gonna
drink
go-
snake
Not
wine.
creepy at all.
Wonderful. So now the wine has subsided. The seeming motion of this is now over. You're in the middle of the room, and you have the door in front of you marked with that symbol of the fist. Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
I speak Celestial.
Okay,
Hold on.
good to know.
What language did you speak?
Speak what?
Dwarvish.
Dwarvish?
Xenophon does. Can I be Xenophon for a moment?
I do.
You speak Dwarvish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
You see in the shape of the fist being held up
Oh yeah, I do too.
across the knuckle. Well, and you can both see this across like the wrist area. In Dwarvish, it's written strength.
Well, this does not apply to me.
Okay, here's what I want to do.
All right.
I'm so pissed by now. I'm so frustrated. I'm going to run over and rip this damn mural off the wall, throw it on the ground, and start rolling it up.
I'll help him.
Okay, so freeze real quick. It's about 20 feet off the ground.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
because
want to
like
throw her up there to grab it, and I'll grab her feet and pull her.
congratulations, you have accomplished.
Well,
Okay.
do you allow this to happen?
Sure, why the hell not?
You grab the mural.
While they're doing that, I'm just gonna go up and just
then I
punch the
snatch
crap
you
out of
down,
that
and you
door.
pull
Okay,
the mural
hang on.
down.
What if
thing
I'm
at a time.
20
So-
feet up? I mean,
So, Thundar, make a strength check. Roll to hit.
roll to hit.
So, you're going to...
14.
That'd be
14?
technically an unarmed strike.
Roll to...
well, are you using the daggers, or are you just trying to, like, latch on with your fingers?
I'll latch on my fingers.
Okay, so in that case, yeah, it's an unarmed strike. So, roll to hit, and then add your dexterity modifier.
14 plus
That's
4,
four.
18.
18. I got 18.
18? Oh, yeah, man.
Where's my dex?
Be strong.
Where's my dex? Is it this one?
Your
Okay.
modifier.
Your modifier
Okay,
for
so
yeah,
unarmed.
it's-
16 plus 7?
That's a saving throw. The modifier's in
Oh,
the
no,
blocks
it's
to the left. Yeah, you got it.
Oh,
I want to,
My bad.
we got to do something.
That's good.
It's been a while
is
since
it
I
the
used
plus
paper.
4?
Yeah, it's plus 4, so it's gonna
Okay,
be
so
it's gonna be 20 total.
20 total.
So, like something out of a circus.
Circus.
Go figure.
Are we doing another one?
Thundar grabs Lorelei by kind of the waist and just with his legs, just heaves her up. And she goes flying through the air, readying herself with her hands, latches onto the top of this tapestry, and starts to just sail it down, just riding it down. And as you hit the ground, how much does your character weigh?
30. Wait, where do I have that? 35 pounds.
Yeah. So the resistance of the tapestry tearing away from the sides is enough to slow your descent. You now have it torn mostly all the way down. The frame itself is holding it in on the bottom.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my dagger and start cutting away at it at the bottom.
Easy enough. So you're 3 feet tall?
Yeah.
So from where you're at, oh, Greg's back. So as you hold this tapestry bunched up in your hands, you take your dagger and kind of saw it across. The moment that it breaks, what's in your hand unwinds, and now you have a large tapestry, shredded on one side. The portion of it, which is still about 10 feet tall, the portion of it that you had cut begins to knit itself back to the wall. It starts rolling itself back up, but it's missing half of it.
Is half the picture missing too?
Half of the image is missing because you ripped half of it down.
Okay then.
Again, the one thing I didn't expect you guys to do.
Well, she has split personality.
And then you said you want to punch the door?
I want to go out there and do a fury of blows on the door. Just beat the crap out of it.
So I have half a tapestry.
Yes.
Okay.
So you walk up and you go to strike the door.
Yep.
Make a attack.
Wow, nat 20.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
All right. So
It's like the second
you said
one
you're
already.
big, right? Like you're like yoked.
I'm
Yeah,
6'4", 280 pounds.
So you come walking over through the door, face still numb, kind of crack his knuckles a bit, reaches back and just boom blows into the door elbow first. You take a divot out of the wood, and the door flies open, bangs against the wall, and is now holding open in front of you. What you see: stone steps all the way around, almost like an auditorium, like a theater, in a way. A few steps down into it, 15, 20 feet worth of seating. And where like a center would be, a center stage, there's a pit of sand. What you notice is as you walk in the room, it is abnormally warm. Like it's like hot in this room.
Toasty.
Toasty.
I found sand. I'm gonna start walking towards the room. I'm not gonna walk into the sand. I'm just gonna walk to the sand.
All right.
I've shoved the tapestry in my bag and I'm following him.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else?
Following.
Damn, I'm proud of that roll. That made me feel good.
Right?
I needed that. I needed that. Oh, I have cheesecake on my shirt. On my sheet.
So, as you approach the pit, making your way down the bleachers, as it were, the stands, you make your way down. You're now 5 feet away from this little area. The sand begins to envelop in one area in the middle and start to sculpt. It starts coming up. You see legs come up. Then you see definition in the legs. You see a waistband. It starts building up. It's building up to a torso. Up. Shoulders.
I'm pulling out my
Arms.
crossbow.
Her torso? Her torso?
No, just like the sand itself is sculpting into something.
I'm pulling out my crossbow and I'm just aiming,
Okay.
bleeding.
And then as the head of this feature comes up, you see it humanoid in shape. And then you see the hands start to twitch and move. And as the head turns and kind of shake the sand off, you see red spines coming up. The facial features are all red. The exposed skin is red. Taloned fingers. A large scimitar in one side as now a dragonborn shaped entity is in front of you.
Does he have a whip?
He has a sword. And he's red. He's not bronze. But as he's looking around, he sees you. Sees Thundar. Points at Thundar, large scaly finger, and as he's moving, you see sand falling out of his joints. But as he reaches up, he points at you. And you says, "Come."
All right.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
All of us?
Yeah.
Everybody getting involved.
Yep.
Dang, bro.
Okay. Hang on to your numbers. DM's got
Initiative is plus your proficiency, right?
Proficiency bonus,
dexterity.
Dexterity.
Okay, that's a 12.
6, 7, 8. I'm an 8. I'm an 8. Let it be known.
I beat the fuck out of that.
Nat 20 on a door opening. Are you still talking funny?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna be in the middle of a battle being like, take this.
Well, I want you to know that with opioids in this world, any like I can still get I still lose HP, but I physically don't feel it. So I can go for a little bit longer.
Oh, okay, yeah, like a temporary.
Kind of like a temporary boost.
Okay.
I didn't think about the numbing side effect of it, and I wanted to lose my tongue, but it's okay.
Where'd DM go?
He went to go pee-pees.
Oh, okay.
Where did your DM go?
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, if you paid attention to me, you would know that. Oh my god, when did you just wake up from a weird nap?
What are you pulling cookies?
This episode is brought to you by Angry Orchard for when you really have to pee at the worst time ever. So, starting with initiative. Hang on 1 second.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, I know, right? 25 to 20. Initiative. Okay.
I don't know.
15 to 20.
I got 17.
17.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. What's it?
16.
16.
Oh, worse than me.
Wait.
Dib 17. Naomi 16. 10 to 15.
She got
10.
She got 12.
12 and 10.
Damn, dude.
Hello, doggy.
It's a pumpers. It's a poopy. That's one big pubes.
I'll say best month. What's your initiative?
22.
20. Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit!
Mine's 8. Mine's an 8.
Oh shit!
Crap.
You had a 12, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Killing him.
Yes.
Now,
Wait. Fuck.
You ain't talking about you?
Andrew, you had an 8.
Yes.
Got it. All right, that's everybody. So, first initiative, Thundar, you're up.
Okay, since he pointed at me, I run at him with Thud, and I just smack the hell out of that son of a bitch wherever I can hit him, like in the chest.
Turn the camera towards me, please.
How big is he?
Someone bumped it. I think it was you. You son of a bitch. Be good.
You son of a bitch.
All right, there
Stop! You put your hand down.
How big out of the ground is he right now?
we go. He's standing about 7 feet tall.
Oh, well, that's good. I come.
Okay. All right, so you move your 15 feet to get within melee. Roll to hit.
Oh, we didn't know if this was quicksand or not.
Oh,
That's why I didn't stand inside.
a
of it.
4.
A 4. You wind up your swing, and as it starts moving, he just turns his head and it just goes right past him.
All right, somebody shoot his ass.
When you get 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna go down Thud and get out hurt and pain. My 2 axes.
Okay. So roll to hit.
Hurt and pain.
13.
That's a huge D20.
No, 19.
Ooh, okay.
We've had bigger
Plus.
at this table.
Plus your modifier, yeah, whatever the axe's modifier is.
What would that be?
So that's up to the axe.
It should be on the bottom.
It's like
right there. Can you
double that
kill?
size, it's metal.
It's on the bottom of the character sheet.
What modifier are you looking for?
His hit modifiers. Well, it's plus his strength plus his proficiency.
Oh, it's plus 5 on there.
So 19 plus 5 is 24. Definitely hits. Okay, roll damage. Hand axe is D6. So D6 plus your strength. Yeah.
2.
Plus your strength.
I want to do that with my computer.
2 plus 4, just 6.
6 total. All right. So the hand axe finding purchase as you swipe through it, and it finds itself right into his chest plate, just, and it breaks through the sand. Now you can see there's armor underneath the sand. So as it hits, now the shale, whatever sand was left, starts to shimmer off, and he stands there. Anything else you want to do? You have 2 attacks. You have your bonus action, the rest of your movement if you want to use it.
I want to run around behind him so he can't see me.
Okay, so
When the next time I attack him, I can attack him behind him.
okay, so you're staying within his range, but you're just kind of circling around him.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That's Thundar. Next is the champion. So looking at you, he's going to turn in place, look right at you, and wind up with the scimitar. Go for an attack. What's your AC?
14.
14, 13 plus 5 definitely hits. So he takes the scimitar and starts to dig into your side for 13 points of slashing damage.
Nice. That's a big dude.
For his second attack,
That's insane.
he's going to reach out, try to grab you by the scruff of your bearskin that you wear for a 13. What's your AC?
14.
14? Nope. So with a 13, he reaches out, and as he reaches out, you just brush his hand away, but you stand in front of him. That's the end of his turn.
Nice.
Divis.
Because he's attacking him, can I do an attack of opportunity?
No. So attack of opportunities are if you and the creature are sharing the same space, and then it tries to flee from you.
Oh, okay.
And
Cool.
you can take a melee attack unless you have a feat says otherwise. So you're still on the bleachers. So what would you like to do?
I want to. I just want to charge at him and grapple him and throw him down to the ground as hard as I can.
Okay. So you move 10 feet to get to the sandpit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you reach the sandpit, when your feet land in it, you begin to see another mound forming.
I stand back.
So you use the rest of your movement to get back out of the sand?
Yeah.
Okay. The mound is there. It hasn't changed its shape, but it's there.
Okay. Is Sand Boo Boo? Is he on the ground or is he in the sand?
I mean, so the pit.
Like, is he in the pit or is he outside the pit?
Hang on. So we'll do this way.
Yes, his new name is now Sand Boo Boo. I have made the executive decision. I am now the leader. Boo Boo.
I'm the captain.
So this is what the battleground looks like right now. Okay. So you guys came in from the bottom right here. The Dragonborn is here. Thundar is right next to him. So you guys, I'm assuming, there's a walkway down the middle. I'm assuming you guys are bunched up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can use that to keep track on kind of where we're at. I didn't have enough time to make a battle map, I'm sorry. I really wanted to.
There's a website I can send you if you want to make any sort of battle map.
So what are you doing? Rest of your turn. You've used 20 feet of your movement.
Let's see. I mean, if I go in there, it's just gonna keep getting bigger. Oh, do I have any spells?
Do you?
Shit, girl, no.
Or do you not?
I don't think I do, man.
But
Get out of there!
well, if you want those spell, boy, you better get it down, boy.
Yeah, I'm just
Clock's ticking.
cool. I'm just gonna screw it. I'm just gonna go charging in and just try to go for a straight up just deck
That's
to the
my
face.
boy.
Okay, roll the
Sweet
hit.
dick.
So you've now made your
Sweet
way into
dick.
the pit, standing here.
And where's that mound at?
The mound, it's forming right about here.
To the left, to the left.
Everything you own in a box to the left.
First thing I'm gonna do is an unarmed strike, which is 14 plus 5 for 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Sweet. So that's a 1d8, 1d6
some-
plus 2.
Some sweet melange.
So that is, and that is, what are you doing? seven
I'm
seven
cheering
for damage.
7 damage.
Yeah, for
Okay.
that's just for my first attack, and then I'm gonna do a bonus attack and do Fury of Blows again.
Okay, roll to hit. That gives you 2 more attacks?
That gives me 2 more attacks,
Okay.
yeah. That gives me 2 unarmed attacks.
I'm so glad I played a monk in our last one shot. Good. Roll to hit.
Ooh, girl, please! That's a 19 just base. Do you want me to add my modifier?
Nah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, cool.
Roll damage.
So sweet, so I'm gonna roll 2d6 plus
I
4.
dare ya.
You dare me?
Hold on.
Blow on it!
So hold on, Josh. So the flurry of blows gives you 2 separate attacks. So it's 1d6 per attack. You hit on the first one. So
Yeah,
it's,
and
it's
then-
1d6.
Huh?
It's 1d6.
This is 1d6? Well, it says after you take this action in turn, you can spend 1. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, it says to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Correct. So you roll to hit for the first attack.
As a bonus action.
Correct. So
Exactly.
you get your action
My,
attack.
my first action was just a regular unarmed strike, and I'm
get-
using my bonus action
you
to
get to use them.
use my Fury of Blows.
So you get attack, and then bonus action flurry of blows if you want to.
Oh, sorry. Okay, then yeah, sure.
So
I'll do that.
either way, it's fine. Second attack hit, roll damage.
For 6 points of damage.
6 points. Okay.
Yep. And then I'm gonna do Fury of Blows again. I'm gonna blow him furiously. Wow, that's a nat 1.
Okay. So that's your third attack, or is that your
Yeah,
fourth?
third attack.
Okay. Make it fourth.
Fourth. Nat 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll damage.
Beesh.
Double your dice. Leave the modifier alone.
6, 8, 10.
For 10 total.
Yeah, 10 points of damage. I like being a monk. This is cool.
All right. So. Dibus just charging into the stand. You start with just a flying right hand and just bang right across his jaw. And as it hits, you see his form. He takes the brunt of the impact. It shakes him to the side. You shove one into his rib, shove another one into his rib, and then as you throw the last punch, he just kind of jukes out of the way. But now you have his attention. Anything else you want to do? That's your action, bonus action movement. Now you're done.
Well, hold on.
What's up?
I'm gonna do one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take my numb face and go, ugh.
Okay, you can do that. Naomi.
Hey.
Don't give me that kawaii Sailor Moon
Do
stuff.
it. Come on, do it all the way. If you're
What's
gonna do it.
It was Sailor Moon, sorry.
I know.
That's good.
What are you doing?
I want to do the anime.
How close am I to this?
Are you in the bleachers?
Focus on the other
I
round.
am.
Okay, right now you're about 30 feet.
That's Gucci. I'm fine with that. I want to use my Ray of Frost cantrip,
Okay,
and I want to hit that fucking creature.
okay. Is Ray of Frost a roll to hit or is that a save?
It is +7 to hit.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay, so it's 2d8. So it's this guy, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
roll to hit first.
Roll a hit first.
Oh,
No, that's a D10 anyway.
what?
This is a D8.
Oh, thank you. So it didn't work. 18.
18 plus 7? Definitely
18
hits.
to hit, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll damage.
8.
Nice. 8 plus.
So
No, it's 8 plus whatever. The
Well,
spell
it's
DC, so.
it's
2d8.
2d8.
Does the spell say plus your spell attack modifier for damage?
What was the first one? I'm sorry.
8.
It
It was 8.
Yes. Plus
So
3,
then-
so it's 11.
Okay.
And plus your spell modifier. I don't know what this is. Oh, spell modifier plus 7.
To hit, but it's
Oh,
but it's just
so
2d8
the,
damage. Is that right?
yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Cool.
Sweet.
Okay, so
So 11 points of damage for spell.
seeing the issue at hand, you reach your hand forward, mutter the incantation, and a beam, very sub-zero like, flies out, strikes into him. You see the cold enveloping him,
Finish him.
and it was effective.
Sweet.
It was a fuck.
And
Okay.
it didn't say. Yeah, pretty sweet, man.
Okay.
Pretty sweet.
Nah, man.
Is that the end of your turn?
Sweet ice blast.
All right,
Hey.
Lorelai.
Okay, I've got. Well, I pulled out my my crossbow and I already had it on it, so I'm just gonna shoot for his head.
Roll to hit.
What was up with this?
Okay, what am I looking at? I just
Uh,
16 plus.
The roll plus your dex
Mine
modifier
has-
and your efficiency bonus.
Okay, so 16 plus 4 plus 3, so 16 plus 7, 21.
21 to hit.
No, wait, 16 plus 7. I suck at math.
It should
hits.
hit.
It
Yeah.
hits either way. It hits. It hits. You're fine.
Okay.
So roll damage. Which
Oh, that's a
that
1d6.
crossbow is 1d6.
1d6.
Oof! Hey yo, girl,
One.
get yourself that one
Okay,
point. Wait,
plus
hold
your-
on. Plus what?
Plus your dex modifier for damage.
What's your dex modifier? So, what's your dexterity modifier?
4.
4. So you get 5.
5.
points.
Okay.
Fifths.
Awesome.
3
All right,
fifths.
so the crossbow sinks in just above the clavicle and kind of sits in. You're all starting to notice he doesn't make a lot of sound. Like, he's just taking these impacts. But you can see, I mean, the crossbow's stuck in. You're seeing some sand leak out from it. From the bludgeoning, slashing wounds, you're seeing some sand leak out of it. He's taking damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
Man, I hope that arrow stays there. Got a great idea.
I can only move, 25 feet?
Well, you're what size of a person are you?
Halfling.
Halfling. So yeah, you only get
Just a little over
20.
3 feet.
Yeah.
I don't think I could get to him.
I mean, you can get close to him. You can try to go for boy toy number 2 in there, or whatever mound number 2 is. Try to stomp it down like a pile of ants.
With your 35 pounds up.
Shit, what else can I do? I guess I'll just take out my dagger and I'll throw it.
Okay. So you get 2 attacks as an assassin, or do you get 1?
No, so assassin. If you're
Yeah.
assassinating, you do like if she's performing an assassinate, that person has to not be.
Oh
in.
wait, that's right.
They have to
so-
not have already gone in.
Because he's engaged with 2 of them, you get to roll your sneak attack damage as well.
It's just sneak attack, but it's not assassinate because he's already
Yeah,
had his
because
turn.
it already has turn initiative. You're right.
okay.
So
You can do a sneak attack.
you are 4d6 for sneak attack.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so that's 4,
7,
7,
9,
9, and
13.
13.
13.
Plus the dexterity?
Not for sneak attack. No,
Okay,
it's just the
so
46.
13.
Oh,
13.
Yeah.
I think you actually need to make I think it's an athletics check to throw it.
No, just roll a hit for her.
Oh, you roll. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
no. So that's fine. So, yeah, absolutely. So you fire the crossbow, you see it hit, and then you take the dagger and just huck it towards him, and as it spins through the air, it finds him right square in the same spot as the arrow, just underneath it.
Nice.
So it's, and again, you see his torso kind of take it, and then he stands upright again.
Wait, this is sand.
Something's not right about this.
Is that the end
Does
of your turn?
anybody have any fire
yeah.
attacks?
All right. Treebonger.
Oh, hi. What am I to do?
What? Nani?
Jeez.
I'm going to detect magic.
You want to use your action to detect magic? Or to cast detect magic?
I'm gonna throw a haymaker here. I'm just gonna dispel magic on the sand.
From downtown.
Okay, what level?
Third.
Third level?
Yeah.
Okay, mark it off. So as you begin the incantation, you start to begin casting the spell.
Yeah.
And as you lay your hands underneath, you feel the energy coming out of your hand.
Yeah.
And it finds its way into the sand pit.
Yeah.
Into the sand pit. It starts to rummage through the sand. And dissipates. No effect.
Good luck.
I think.
Thanks.
What?
So, is that the end of your turn?
Nothing else I can do.
Okay. Make a Arcana check for me.
Arcana. It's a natural
Tex
17. 19.
19. You're familiar with myths around gladiatorial summoning pits. You didn't know there was one in this world, but you know it is a ancient and powerful incantation that lies deep beneath the sand that's causing whatever effects to happen.
Okay.
That's what you know. So
I relay the information to everybody else, so everybody knows that now.
So bonus action movement.
A deep and powerful incantation.
I'm gonna cast back up, and what it does is makes my feet do a backward motion until I'm about roughly 30 feet behind where I was prior.
Okay, so you back way the hell back.
Yeah.
So So you're now the top of the bleachers.
I'm now there.
Okay. Killing Price.
Yes.
What are you doing?
What?
Price,
Alright,
Mr. Kill.
How many hits is this sand creature taking?
Several.
Several. And is the sand covering the entire room or just where he's standing?
Only in the pit.
Only in the pit.
There's sand in the pit. The bleachers are stone.
And has this creature left the sand pit yet?
No, he's holding ground. He's fighting Thundar and did this.
Okay. So I have a bunch of rolls for stuff like knowledge checks and stuff like that. I can just keep using them. Because they're not actions.
It would be your action to do that.
My bonus action?
And no, so when we're in initiative like this, to actively investigate or study something, that's going to take your action to do that. Okay. Unless you have a spell or a feat or something that says otherwise.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if anybody actually paid attention today for what the Super Bowl was, but it was actually the lowest scoring Super Bowl of all time, 13-3.
What a great superb out.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Patriots won.
Of course they did.
Of course it did.
Typical.
So what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going
Get
to...
mad.
Haley's not excited.
I mean, I gotta know. Has anyone rolled any knowledge checks and things that have been going? And what did you find out?
I found out that, I just based on my history of, gladiatorial summoning pits, sand pits, is that the magic of the summoning comes from deep within the sand. It's underneath.
So attack.
And I tried to dispel magic directly on the sand, forgetting that it was deep down in there.
Well, that's how you made the assumption. Like you saw the effect and you were like, wait, I know what this is.
So everybody just started attacking this.
And so far it's been taking blows, but it looks like it's been absorbing them. It just appears that it's been absorbing them and just healing itself.
No, he's not healing.
No, yeah.
He's taking damage.
And there's armor
He's just
showing
not making
underneath.
any noise.
Yeah, he's stone silent and taking the impacts.
Ha! Stone silent because sand is just tiny stones.
My dog. Okay. What are you doing, Killing?
What?
That's gonna be so confusing.
It's a trial, so you gotta really think about it. Is this really who we're supposed to be fighting?
It's a trial of strength.
I mean, it's initiative, so obviously it's a fight.
I'd say just do something.
You are examining everything you can, aren't you?
I am.
So make an action. What are you doing?
Okay. I am. You know what? I say we'll sort it out. I'm too much of an alcoholic to give a shit. We'll sort it out afterwards. You know what I mean? I hate Tom Brady, so this is a friend of his. I'm taking him down.
Okay. Do your thing.
Okay. So I am going to keep my distance. How far away is he from me in feet?
Currently, from where you are, he's about 30 feet.
Okay. I'm going to use my ranged spell attack from it's the Eldritch Blast cantrip.
Roll it.
It's a cantrip.
Yep.
Okay. To hit, what's my hit? My hit is hit dice 7 plus d8.
So
I roll a d8 plus 7.
It's plus 7 to hit. The damage is 1d8. So roll to hit. Roll your d20 and add 7.
8 plus 7, 15.
15. As you fire the blast, as you let your hand out and the beam of Eldritch energy burst out.
Oh, sorry. Hit on this one. It's 1d10.
Right.
Force
But
damage.
That's,
Whatever. Go ahead.
that's damage if you hit.
Got it. Go ahead.
So the beam goes into his armor, it hits him, but then just dissipates. So no effect.
No effect.
No effect.
All right.
His AC is 18. So you hit, but it wasn't solid enough to do any damage.
Damn, it's a high AC, man.
Bonus action movement.
I'm not going to move in front of him, even though I want to. Bonus action.
Could my bonus action be perception about the pit that he's in?
You know, sure. What are you looking for?
I mean, we walked into this room, this was an open pit and had sand all inside that open pit, right? Like a sandbox. And we know that it's deep, deep, deep with sand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But is there anything above it? It looks like maybe lower down on top of the sand pit or anything like that?
So as you look up, what you see is carved into the stone. Very similar, like heavy stone carving as the main ballroom. Mm-hmm. You look up, and there's a rounded dome up above it, just like kind of concave, like it's caved in, like it's carved in, type thing. And in the middle, you see a stone glowing brightly, and that is the light source for this area.
I'm gonna say, somebody shoot that stone! Just like that.
Okay, so that's your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright, Thundar, back to the top now.
Okay, am I still behind him?
He turned to face you, so he's facing you now.
Okay, well then I've got hurt and pain with my 2 axes. I'm gonna attack him again, but I'm gonna rage.
Okay, you're gonna rage? Cool.
Yeah.
Roll the hit.
Nice. Get yourself some rage.
Nicolas Cage.
It's
Nicolas Cage.
13
Plus your strength plus your proficiency.
Proficient in strength.
13 plus 4, 17 plus proficiency 2, 19.
19 total? 19 hits. Roll damage.
what?
With hurt and pain, 1d6 for your first attack. And then you'll have to roll again for the next one.
Alright, 2.
Plus strength.
Plus strength 4, so 6.
And then your what level barbarian are you?
7.
7. So it's your rage damage is plus that. So 2 plus, you said 3 was his
4, so it's 6. 6 plus 7.
6 plus 7 total.
Oh, so he's got 13.
13.
That's his first hit is 13. Mm-hmm. Jesus, you're Conan the Barbarian.
So I can do it again?
Dude.
Yeah.
Well, roll the hit again.
Oh.
So that was the first strike. It's a solid hit. Next one.
10.
So 10 plus 4 plus 2, so you got 16.
16. Same as before. The first one sinks in nice and tight. As you pull it back to swing the next one, it just glances off.
Okay. Dude, you got a freaking 13 on one hit. That's
amazing.
So that's your 2 attacks, bonus action movement. Well, use the bonus action to rage.
That's some hero shit.
So now movement. Do you want to move again?
I guess I'll move back a little bit away from them.
Okay. How far are you moving?
Oh, can I move back to where they are, to the bleachers? No, wait. See, Thundar doesn't back up too much.
Your call. What do you want to do?
I know. I kind of remember.
Well, I'll back up a little bit, out of his range a little bit, so he'll see somebody else.
Okay. You're leaving his range.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you back up and leave, he's taking an attack of opportunity as you leave his space with a scimitar for 17 to hit. Or sorry, 15 to hit.
What's your armor class?
What's your
14?
AC? 14?
Yeah, I think this is 14.
Okay, so that hits for 8 points of slashing damage.
Jeez.
Halved because you're raging, so 4. Okay. End your turn. That's it. Okay. Brings us to the champion. Since you've left, he's going to focus on you now. So you're just going to watch his torso, just like his legs are facing forward. He's just turning.
Oh, so literally. Oh, okay.
So he's just pivoting, and he's just going to swing.
I thought you meant his body was gonna like move and just sand was just gonna fall out, and he just like everything in his body just shifted.
And now he's swinging with the scimitar for 18 plus 5. What's your AC?
God, that's 14. Yes,
Okay,
please.
that
Hit me.
hits. For 4 plus 3, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, baby, grill.
Get it.
Get it, girl. Work it, queen. 10.
10? Not quite enough. You take an additional 4 points poison damage.
Okay.
So as the blade, now with blood on it, as he's swinging it, you're able to see the dark red has turned into a black gelatinous kind of goo. As it sinks in this time and he drags it to the rear, you feel the wound start to fester. as it's kind of dragging through.
Bester.
Its second attack also on you. Oh, fuck. 10. What's your AC?
14.
14? Yeah. So, second one, it swings and you just kind of dodge out of the way. And that's the
Did I
end.
build my character wrong? Because I feel like a level 7 dude should not be at 38 health. How is it that my level 6 rogue has 65 health?
Did you roll your HP?
Yeah.
Did you have shitty rolls or did you have good rolls?
I mean, I thought I had pretty good rolls.
We'll look at that for now. You should have...
I should have at least like 50 something, shouldn't I?
How much do you have right now?
38.
Okay, so my
You're
level
a
7
demon.
monk had 62.
Yeah.
So let's put you at 62 and we'll deal with it later.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be like, what the heck? I'm already about to die.
Yeah, so... Yeah, just... I mean, the damage that you took is still there, but imagine you had 62 hit points in the beginning.
Okay, yeah.
Where's Xenophon when you need her?
So,
Right. No, she would just bear hug this thing and just pull it apart.
now, as you're doing this, as he's attacking, as you've attacked, the second mound, begins now to grow legs, and it's up to about the thigh region now.
Gotcha.
As it's slowly creating something else.
Fuck me. Ugh.
All right, takes us to Divis.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, how far up above on the ceiling is this crystal?
From where you are, it's about 60 feet.
Can't jump that. Okay. I was gonna try to just like do some crazy jump on his shoulders and hoit, but no, can't do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just jump kick and just knee this bad boy in the face.
Roll a hit.
And then 18 plus 5.
That hits. Roll damage.
Sweet.
I believe in you.
Nice, someone does. It's about time.
Yeah.
5 points of damage.
5 points damage?
5
Okay.
points of damage, and then what I'm gonna do... I thought you were grilling something. I was like, it's in your house!
Lorelai, make a perception check for me. Go ahead.
And then as I do that, would this be considered an acrobatics check for me to kick off of him and just completely pulverize that mound of sand that's forming?
So you want to kick off of him?
Yeah, I want to kick off of him and try to just catapult myself towards the mound and just
20 feet. You want to jump off him 20 feet to
I'm
the
gonna
side?
try. And then if I don't make it, I'll just run the rest of the way.
Alright, so you land your first attack, you did some damage. Make an acrobatics check. What was your?
18.
18? So now you're starting to really see now, as they've carved away bits of it, the sand body that he has is starting to dig through, and now you can see where one of his axes dug into the top of the shoulder, you can see clearly through it. Like the wound. So you're chipping away at his form, it seems.
20 for acrobatics.
20 acrobatics?
Yes.
You jump up, flying knee, hit him, get your feet on his chest, kick away. He already used his attack of opportunity, so you dart away from him, and fuck it. Yeah, 20 would have been a good enough DC. So you...
Well, it's 15 plus 5.
So you
20.
land to strike at the legs that are being formed?
Yeah, I want to go and just start pulverizing them.
Okay, roll to hit.
Cool.
Yeah.
18 plus 5.
That hits.
Yep.
So as you hit the ground, you use the momentum to spin your leg around, and you kind of Mortal Kombat sweep the legs out from underneath it, and both the legs scatter into dust.
We should stop it. We should stop it before it's turns into a full person. Anybody understand? Just beat the shit out of me.
Bonus action. Movement.
I didn't do what I wanted to do. I'm so sorry. Dang it. No, I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay, so in Divis, Naomi.
What I wanted to do was that with
Hey.
your arrow and his
What's up, girl?
dagger that was in it, I was gonna,
Earlier,
try to jump
what
kick
did
and
I
just,
hear
kick him,
Killian say?
Further in.
That the pit itself, the source of magic is buried deep underneath the sand, and it's an old, ancient, powerful magic.
He said something about a rock.
In a hard
Yeah,
place.
but Killian didn't say that.
Oh, yeah.
Killian
Yeah,
said that.
Killian
Yeah.
said that up in the ceiling, there's a glowing stone that's giving the light for this room.
I wouldn't say destroy the light because it could be underneath the sand, and then we'd be in a dark room fighting things that
I have dark vision. So
not all of us do.
I'm just gonna say fuck it anyway.
Thanks. Thank
I want
you,
to
boss.
use my Ray of Frost cantrip and just shoot at that light of rock, whatever the fuck that is.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay.
Can you see in the dark?
Do halflings have dark vision?
14
I don't think
I
so.
think so.
plus 7.
Oh, they don't?
Wait, it goes.
Wait,
if it's 76.
wait,
It's you
wait,
roll
I got my
a
book.
d20 plus 7.
Hold on, so Ray of Frost was a +7 to hit, so roll a d20 and add 7 to it.
Okay, so 14 plus 7 is 21.
21.
21. So, what's the range on Ray of Frost, does it say?
It is within 60 feet of range.
Perfect.
Yes! I knew that.
So, shifting...
You are so basically white.
So shifting your attention, imagine working with her. So shifting your attention, you look up for a second, you focus on it, and again you feel the ball of ice fire out from you, and as it strikes it solidly, it begins to swing and drop down a bit.
Sweet.
Swifty.
It has dimmed slightly. Not enough to make a difference, but the impact and the drop has caused it to kind of dim a bit, and you see it's being hung by a chain.
Okay, can I do a perception roll and see what happened? If it affected the creature or something?
Your action was to attack. So I'll give you this.
Okay.
You don't see an immediate effect.
You can't do a perception, but you can look.
That music that's going on is kind of cool.
I do
You
not
like
see
it?
anything.
Movement. You want to move?
I'll play every
I'm gonna
week.
stay where I'm at.
Cool. All right, it's the end of your turn. Lorelai.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
Well,
I'm
poopies.
gonna. I'm just gonna fire again with the crossbow. I'm gonna aim right for his head.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh, girl.
Okay, so that's 5 plus 12. Does not hit.
12 to hit. Nah, the crossbow just kind of goes wide. You hear it clattering against the stone behind.
Damn it.
Okay, second
Okay.
attack.
Second attack.
You have to roll another dagger.
I know.
How many daggers do you have?
I've got 2 daggers, so I get to throw
One is currently stuck in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one more, so don't fuck me.
Oh,
That's
Nice.
Okay,
Is that
roll
your
some
first
damage.
one?
Yes, it is.
There we go. Feels good, right?
Oh, it does. It feels great.
Roll some
Makes
damage.
you feel like you pooped.
That's just a one.
Now, you
At
also
home.
get to double your sneak attack.
Oh, I love that.
So your dagger's a 1d4, doubled,
1d4.
and then you get to do 4d6. Or sorry, 8d6.
Hey,
So here, let's do this.
Hold on.
So do this twice.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Damn.
So that's 4 plus the thing of the dagger. So that's 4 plus.
I miss being a rogue.
Help me.
My favorite.
Okay, so what'd you roll on the 1d4?
She roll. Well, since we're doubling the damage of that, so
You
it's
doubled the
2d6.
dice, not the modifier.
Okay, so 2d6. So that's 4.
Okay, so that's for the d6. I haven't rolled the d4 yet.
Okay, d4 first, and then we'll do
Oh, sorry,
3.
D4. Sorry.
3. So double to 6. Okay,
Okay.
I got that. So now 8d6 sneak attack damage.
2.
Good.
So let's just roll this twice.
Okay.
6, 11, 16, 17, 18.
Okay,
18 for the first hit. Sorry, 18, and then 7, 10, 15.
Yeah.
So 18 and 15.
So that is
39
30
points of damage.
Yay! It's
Yeah.
a great feeling.
Yeah.
So
Touch his butt.
this one,
Oh, that's yours.
the crossbow
Touch everybody's butt.
missing. You sling it off to the side, and in one glorious halfling motion, you sling it.
Fling motion.
You sling it,
What a
take your dagger,
transition.
and kind of with like a pirouette, a little bit of flair, and you chuck the dagger, and this one lands right under its jaw.
Oh!
And you all see as its head violently shifts off to the side, and now you hear it as it looks back towards you now,
Oh shit!
and the dagger
I'm just gonna lean in and just make eye contact.
doesn't respond.
Killian, I'm imagining just like the person, like the old school gif of the guy just leaning going,
I think
From
I haven't used any
from
movement,
Encino Man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I can.
Or he just leans in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back 25 feet because I haven't done any movement.
Okay, so you kind of scuttle up the bleachers.
Yeah.
So as you move your way up, you find as you're making your way backwards that the bleachers themselves are about your height. So roll stealth check for me.
Stealth check. Oh shit.
What's your stealth? What's your
8.
stealth is a 10.
18.
18?
Yep.
You get the feeling that you are very well hidden.
Good.
That's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Treemonger.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
I'm going to I'm gonna use the art of smackery-doo, and
oh man, that's the best art.
I'm going to take my my quarterstaff and just give it a right old poke in the eye.
Roll a hit.
All right. After using my full movement, obviously. Nice. That's a 12.
Oh, so you were entering the sandpit?
I guess.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Had me scared there.
Do you want to die?
I'm sorry, what was your roll to hit?
That's a 12 there, Bob.
12?
Yeah.
14,
Negative.
Greg.
Ah,
Does not
negative.
hit.
Sweet.
So you swing wide and the being just shifts its body to the side, the staff moves by it.
Yeah, so now that I've used my full movement, I'm standing right next to this thing, attempting to poke it in the eye, and I just go, and miss. I turn around and I go, help me!
Damn, that's great.
As you rush forward, when you enter the sand pit, you start to see another mound start to form.
That's 3.
Well, no, I already destroyed one.
Right there.
Oh, you destroyed one?
Yeah,
Okay.
as soon as I sweep the leg, it just turned to sand.
Okay. So, Treemonger, that's your turn. That's your turn.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
I'm so used to hearing Killian Price.
That's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Killian Price.
Oh. I'm
Big
the next
Sam.
person for all?
What's up?
It's not.
For real?
You're the last person.
Yeah, you're the
Oh, okay.
you're the
got
last
it.
one in this
Never
room.
mind. Okay. So the chain is lowered on a little thing glowing in the top of the room, right?
By about 5 feet.
Okay, we got another creature still popping its way back up slowly.
So we know of.
So the legs that you destroyed have not seemed to come back.
Good.
Okay, so we just have one creature right now. that
So
we're in.
there's a mound of sand that's beginning to form when he jumped onto the pit.
The moment he did jump onto it. Is anybody standing in the pit right now besides him?
Me.
The champion, Thundar, Dibus, and now Treemonger.
Like every time someone steps in the freaking pit, we have something to fight.
Exactly. Or you can jump in the. Yeah. So if we all get in there and we all destroy the amounts of sand that are popping up, maybe.
There's one way in this room and no way out that we see, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. I am going to.
With this adrenaline running through my body, can my face come back?
We'll get to that.
The amount of adrenaline actually sped up the process of the numbing agent. You were actually passed out.
As you swing.
Then?
After the big stabby stab, keep figuring out what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Thundar, you're right in front of him. Make a perception check.
$17
Plus.
plus
Your wisdom modifier.
plus wisdom.
Wisdom
Plus your
modifier.
perception modifier. Should be your wisdom.
Damn.
1.
Okay, so 18 total?
Mm-hmm.
That's plenty. So you can see from the side of his neck where Lorelai's last dagger impacted, there's a gaping hole. You can see all the way through the neck, and sand is just dumping out of this thing at this point. It does not look good.
I have a light crossbow with 20 bolts.
Cool. You want to use it?
I would like to aim it at the crystal on the chain.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Before I do that, though, what is
What's your pick?
What's the fly ability?
Fly. It allows you to fly for, I think, an hour. Depending on what level you cast it at.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot it with a bolt.
With a bolt? Good.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
So it's your D20 plus your Dex modifier plus proficiency.
D10 plus 2 plus 3 says 15.
15. The bolt goes wide as you shakily bring the hands up. It's been a while since you've had a drink. As you let the bolt go, it goes right past his head. No response from the creature.
Hey, can you like hit it? Please?
Oh, we're shooting at the creature or the stone?
Stone.
Oh, 15 hits the stone. So as it hits, it ting, bounces off, sways a bit.
That was a waste. Okay. I'm gonna run up onto that sand block and stand on it and see what happens. That sand pit.
On the mound?
Sand pit, yeah.
Okay, so as you make your way onto the sand,
Yeah.
what's your movement speed?
Movement speed is just says 30 feet.
Okay, we'll say you can make it because it's all kind of the same level.
Yeah.
So as you make your way through and you're just gonna stand on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you make your way onto it, you place your feet on it. Your feet sink into the sand, into the dome of sand, and it just continues to grow around your feet. But as you enter the pit, another one starts to form right there.
But if we destroy them and we have as many people in... But here's the thing, though.
So
when us three were in there, there wasn't another one growing after I destroyed it.
that's the end of your turn, Killian?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Thundar. We keep destroying
Well,
it, it should be fine.
I'm gonna rage again on this guy.
Okay.
See if I
You're already raging,
okay.
but what do you want to do?
You get 4 rages a day.
Well, yeah, but your rage just goes until combat ends for a certain period of
Okay,
time,
well,
or
then
you
I-
choose to end it.
I'm gonna take my 2 axes and go try to chop him in that neck
Roll to hit.
where he's already bleeding, where he's already sanding out.
Roll to hit. I saw that. That was a 1. so roll your second attack.
12.
Can't sneak shit past me. You kidding me? I'm just kidding. So second roll. Go ahead.
2.
A 1 and a 2. Okay. Would you like to make your attack reckless?
Sure.
Because you're raging. Okay. So roll again. You get to do advantage when you're reckless.
On both of them or the last one?
Only on the last one.
19.
19. 19 is definitely going to hit. Okay. Roll damage.
This.
5 plus his what?
Plus strength plus your level of barbarian.
Oh, so 5 plus 4, 9 plus 7, 16.
16. 16. Okay. This one, as you sink the axe into the shoulder, aiming for the neck, as you dig it deep and it just runs right through the sand, his left arm comes off.
It just lays there?
He just lays there.
A left arm made of sand.
Well, as the form of the arm hits the ground, it's just sitting there.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Kick it.
Thundar, into your turn. Do you want to move?
Yeah, I just moved back where I was.
Okay.
Just out of the way.
Okay, so you kind of circle around him.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, champion. Having experienced this, he's going to turn, and he's going to circle around you to get you in line with him because you're towards the end of the pit. He's going to unleash his fire breath.
Nice.
Make a dexterity saving throw, both of you guys.
Is it...
So if he's just a bunch of sand and he shoots fire breath, does that mean
Yeah, I was gonna say, does that mean
glass
he turns
shards
to
just start
glass?
coming out of him?
Why don't we find out?
That'd be insane.
You said dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw.
God damn, I got a homebrew idea.
Well, that's a 10! Shout it!
10? Okay, dexterity saving throw. And you get advantage on this because you're raging.
Okay, so roll again. You got 11. Roll one more time. 11 and 9. So we'll take 11 plus 3, 14.
14, you just fail. So as the creature turns and kind of darts his way to the side, lining up the both of you, and just launches fire towards your lower halves into the ground. The surface of the sand actually does turn to glass a bit as it rolls through. You both take 24 points of fire damage.
That's extremely hot, by the way.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
that has...
That's a spicy meatball.
That's a lot of damage.
Wow, look at that, about 26 health.
That's a lot of damage.
The secret is, this is a puzzle. We all have to die. I'm just kidding. I kind of want to just create like a portal door, and then we just all jump kick it.
Okay, and then for its second attack, it's going to.
I'm glad it has a second.
It's going to swing its scimitar at you with its remaining arm. Or no, sorry, on Thundar because you ran away.
I'll bite your kneecaps off.
Second attack is a 16 to hit.
AC is 14.
Okay, that hits. For 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 halved to 4. That's the end of its turn. Divis.
Hey.
Dibs. No, it's
Thundar, with its last swing, as the blade kind of travels through, it's starting to stumble a bit as it's going through, and you get the feeling it's not long for this world. The sand enveloping around you is now creating legs. They're up to the knee. The second pit is just starting to form still.
Gotcha.
So, you're up.
Well, Greg, I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm trying to do the exact same thing I did last time.
Which is?
Kick it, and then beat the crap out of the other mound.
Okay, so you run
So, well, first,
15 feet to the champion.
and then I'm going to, but where the dagger is, that's in his throat,
Yep.
I want to just kick the dagger further in and try to see if, like, I can't try to kick it so far in that, like, but still I make contact with my foot.
Okay, that's fine.
Makes
Roll a
sense.
hit with some flavor. I'm cool with that.
I like flavor. That is a 17.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
Just misses.
Just misses.
Just misses. So the foot connects, but as you try to drive it through, it just kind of muscles through it.
Gotcha. And then
Second attack.
the second attack, I'm just gonna go for just a double punch like that. Like, I know it's not very.
A super punch?
Yes.
Okay, roll a hit.
Super punch.
Was that
That's-
heavy hot rod?
That was garbage, man. This is a garbage time. This is garbage.
What'd you roll?
That was 11.
Okay, this is bonus action.
I'm gonna use my Fury of Blows. I gotta do something to this.
I was hoping you would.
Fury of Blows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with that?
Fury of blows.
Yeah.
Fury?
Yeah.
Is it a Fury of Blows?
No, it's a flurry.
Okay, thank you.
That was well.
14.
No. Do you want to use this, or do you want me to re-roll?
Was that the intended roll?
It was the intended
Then
roll.
take it.
Okay, it's 19.
19? 19 hits.
Okay. I was gonna say, please tell me I can take this. And then Fury of Blows, a flurry of blows.
So your first attack, 1d6,
Oh, 1,
plus your dex.
3.
3, okay.
And then the other one, and then roll again.
Mhm.
20?
Natural 20?
No.
Oh, okay, total? Okay, hits. Damage?
Damage. That's a lot of damage. 5.
5?
And then
Alright.
can I use the rest of my... No. Dang it, I kind of messed that up. I'm gonna run to the mound that's creating legs.
Okay, so you use the rest of your movement, and you blow on through. It does have an attack of opportunity.
Okay, let it do it.
15 to hit.
It does all day, baby.
Takes 5 points slashing damage. Not much.
What's 9 plus 10? 21.
And you use the rest of your movement. You are in front of the. You're going to the mound with legs, or the mound that's still forming.
Mound with legs.
Okay, you're there, standing right in front of you is Killian.
What?
It's never gonna get old, is it?
No. I mean, I react every time.
I mean, I don't
It's a
have,
genuine reaction.
I don't have a bonus action I can do.
Did you use both your flurry of blows? Okay, so you're there. You're there. All right, so that's the end of your turn, Naomi.
Yo, I'm gonna use my Ray of Frost cantrip again on the champion.
Okay, roll a hit.
Yo, girl. Yo, girl, that's a bad roll, girl.
Oh. 10.
10. Negative.
I know.
You fire, and you're just off to the side, narrowly missing Thundar, who's there in front of it. So just this cold air just flies past you for a moment. Bonus action movement
Can I prepare a spell?
on your next turn. Unless it's a bonus action.
That's what I'm saying for a bonus action.
Is the spell you're trying to cast a bonus action?
I don't know.
It'll be written next to it. It'll say as a bonus action.
I don't.
Lorelai, you're up next when she's finished.
Fireball. I don't think that one is a bonus action.
This thing's rough, guys.
Yeah, it's making me feel pretty rough.
No. Can it be used as a bonus action?
No, that's an action spell.
Come on, baby grill.
I don't have anything written down.
I don't
that
think
says
it
can be
is
bonus
a.
action.
I don't think it is, but we can definitely take a look.
Okay, we'll come back to that as you figure it out. Lorelai, you're up.
Fireball.
I'm just gonna shoot it again.
Okay, so roll the hit.
Fire damage.
Crossbow.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing on it. Sorry. Oh.
So as a wizard, you basically have no bonus actions.
I mean, you get to run.
There are certain spells that
23?
you can prepare. 23 to hit?
Yes.
Absolutely hits. Roll damage.
Okay. The 1d6, yes? 1d6?
Yes. Plus your dice.
Wizard spells.
They can be really strong at higher levels.
I get that, but it's so fucking
No, that's a single Where did this guy go? So that's 8.
8 damage?
Yep.
Okay. This is your first attack after you hid, correct? Because you hid last turn, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, because you did the damage and then you
I
hid,
did
so
so
add
much
your
damage.
sneak attack.
Damn it.
Because you're hidden again.
Okay, help me.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? What are we doing?
46. What was your damage on the first?
8.
8, okay.
So 11, 13, 14.
14 total.
Yep.
Hang on, my math is garbage, y'all.
It's because you're a garbage person.
I know. Tell me about it.
You're a piece of trash.
8 plus. What was sneak attack?
Sneak attack was, what'd you say?
13, 14.
14.
22 damage.
Nice.
Fucking die already.
So this time
Is that
you strike it with the bow or with the crossbow, and as the arrow sinks in again, you take a chunk out of its what was missing its shoulder. Now its entire left pec is just blown to sand.
Just fucking die!
Now that the chest has been blown away, you can see there's a jagged piece of stone showing up now that is a different color from the rest of it.
Get the stone. I don't care who does it. Stone. Get it.
Okay.
Kill this fucker. Please.
I'm going to purposely leave it alive.
Into your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to purposely
Tree
leave it
monger.
alive now.
Don't worry. Tree Monger has got this. And now
It's a
I'm
friend.
going to poke it again.
Can it be
Or
friend?
attempt to poke it again.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
Can it be
To
friend?
the eye. Ooh, yeah. That's gonna be a 21, Bob.
21 hits.
Yeah.
All
right,
your
Bob.
eye-poking damage.
All right. Take my quarterstaff and I just go, and that's gonna be 6.
6. That's it. Plus
Yep.
your was that strength or dex? I think if it's strength,
Actually, sorry. That's a -1, so that's a 4.
You owe?
All right.
Yeah.
You owe?
Yeah.
You
With
stupid.
4 damage.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Woo! Nice.
That's the weakest. Look, yeah.
It's
So
too-
that's it. That was the killing blow. So
I'm
that's
just
what I mean when I say that.
I'm just gonna poke it in the eye. I'm just gonna poke in the eye with the quarterstaff, and as it dissipates and falls to the ground, I'm just gonna get on top of it and just keep poking it for an awkwardly long time, just screaming at the top of my lungs as I keep poking it in the eye over and over again.
Not saying a word,
Okay.
just not saying any
Just going.
So darting around Thundar, Treemonger in his 7-foot,
8-foot.
8-foot furled
6 foot,
body
7 foot.
darts around Thundar, takes that staff and just shoves it in the eye of the champion. As it sits still for a second, the arm that was on the ground scatters into stone or into sand. Its whole body begins to just pour and fall apart. And as it falls apart, the head on the ground starts turning into sand, but it doesn't get too far because here comes a quarterstaff. Horror movie slashing this bitch apart.
Oh man.
As he falls,
Yes.
the other mounds subside. And you hear the door open back up, and you hear the familiar voice of Victor. That's one trial. See y'all in the next one.
I want to go pick up that stone.
I was gonna say, is that stone still?
As you walk up to it, you're able to catch it. Make a dexterity check.
Ooh.
Dexterity, so that number. 9. Oh, that's a 7.
7.
7's enough. As long as you didn't get a 1.
Thank God.
So the stone is now, or the weird shape thing, is now starting to sink as Lorelei runs up and picks it up. You now have about a 4-foot piece of stone.
We're going through a lot of paper.
I have pointed.
It's kind of like how Armanus just keeps ripping parts of his leather jacket off to try and
Yeah, he's not gonna have
he's ripped his leather jacket like 6 times throughout the campaign. He's like I'm gonna rip my jacket and like cover my face with a cloth. I've done it like
Why don't
6
you just
times.
use the same cloth?
You know how the half jacket.
Contrary to its size, it's about 3.5, 4 feet long. And
It's a
I'm
tooth.
sorry. Let me see it again.
It's a tooth.
It looks like a tooth.
Is it
Is it something to be used for stabbiness?
is it something that she can use later to help us?
We don't
If it
know.
had some kind of power,
We don't know.
It's got runes on it, and I can't read runes.
was it dwarf?
Stick the runes up your butt.
I'm also gonna grab my daggers as well.
Okay,
Pick those
excellent.
back up.
Yeah, I was gonna say you find all
Get
that.
all my stuff.
You find all that stuff easily enough as it's just laying on top of the sand.
Can we get some healies for our feelies?
I don't have healing powers.
What?
You have the potions.
You're a
Know
cleric.
what the runes
You
say, I
have the
think.
potions in your. Yeah.
I forgot about the potions, but I really don't have healing
Why I
powers.
gave you the paper, tree monger.
What
Who
was it?
the hell can read this?
Well,
Who can
what,
read
is
runes?
it?
what type of runes are they?
Does anybody read Dwarvish?
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know?
Dwarvish?
Does anybody read Dwarvish?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
They both do.
They're both.
These
So-
two nerds both read Dwarvish.
So as you hold it up, who can read this?
Who can read it?
It says
You both
restroom to the right.
you both recognize in Dwarvish. It says, "For a wounded man shall say to his assailant, if I live, I will kill you. If I die, you are forgiven. Such is the rule of honor."
What is these bull crap riddles?
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Okay.
We're almost there.
Next one's gonna be like, I fart in the breeze,
Say
and
that
my
again,
name
a little
is
slower.
Cheese.
Okay.
Okay, first off,
For a
got
wounded
3
man
of the 4.
shall say to his assailant, if I live, I will kill you. If I die, you are forgiven. Such is the rule of honor.
Okay. That makes sense.
And the door's open.
Wistlander got it. That's awesome.
If I fart in the car when we're on the road, I'll be gracious and roll down the window.
There you go. There's an ancient haiku.
If it's only 15 minutes to go from my house to the convenience store, why is it taking my dad 15 years to come back with a pack of cigarettes?
Now, not to add to the stack of what you're already doing, Lorelei,
Oh god.
but make a perception check.
Ooh, damn, that's a
Me.
that's a thick 3.
It's not a 1.
So it's not a 1, it's a 3 plus 2, that's 6.
The balled up tapestry in your pocket or in your sash
Right?
is making noises.
Oh my god.
That's about what it sounds like.
I'm gonna pull that out
Okay.
and unroll it.
It goes, "I'm impressed. You figured out this much. So, you've conquered the strength feat. Now, if you would," and you see sand start to swirl, kind of like the wine did before, and it begins to snake its way out the door and up the stairs.
Let's follow it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Just quick question, just DM question,
Don't look at that.
I did it.
just DM question.
Huh?
Did I even have to punch that door open, or could I just
You
push
could
it?
just open it. It wasn't locked. So, you guys follow the sand,
Badass.
right?
Pretty bad.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you have made your way, following the sand, to the top of the stairs. It leads you directly to the runes that you found earlier.
Oh, yay. We get to do this again.
And now that everybody's with you, okay, you notice that the 4 runes are also Dwarvish, and you have the symbol for air, the symbol for cold, the symbol of a, like a moon, right?
Somebody, didn't you say moon?
Moon, yeah, and sun.
And you have like basically what their equivalent word would be for daybreak or dawn. And when you approach it, the sand has kind of pushed its way into like the wall where the wall meets the floor, and it's piled up. And on it, like sitting up, is a quill.
You said air, land, sun, and moon, or what is it?
Air, cold,
Nice.
Cold.
moon, and dawn.
Well, guys,
Dawn, the
The answer's
cold
not
air
here.
in the moon.
the answer is obviously
Moon,
potatoes.
the dawn, and feel the cold air against your backside.
Or it's just connect the dots.
There's a quill, so somebody pick it up. I don't know.
Hold on, pick up the quill. Is there ink on it?
There's not ink, but as you lift it from the sand, it starts to just drop. So yes, you can write with it. There's ink on it.
Sand is a big part of this whole thing, right?
All right. Where's my draw?
Cold air.
Thank you.
Do you want the riddles again?
I've got it. So the first riddle is: I touch your face, I'm in your words, I'm lack of space, beloved by birds.
That's wind.
That's wind.
Yeah.
And just
Spark.
Okay.
Fire.
I'm just
So-
gonna draw a line from A to B.
From
wind.
from the rune to the riddle.
Yep.
Okay. As you do that, the rune itself begins to glow, and then fizzles out.
Okay. Second one. What can you catch but not throw?
Cold.
Do the ice, the cold rune, or whatever it is, and draw it down.
Same thing. Flares up. It's gone.
Large as a mountain, small as a pea, endlessly swimming in a waterless sea.
That's the
which is
moon, dog.
The moon.
Moon, same thing.
You got it.
And then what breaks but never falls? Dawn.
As you complete the last one, you hear a sound, and a section of the wall starts to come out, and you see something wrapped in a burlap sack.
I want to see if I can try and puch the wall back closed.
Are there any traps?
What the hell?
I want to look for
I'm gonna
traps.
saving throw stop him.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Hello?
Natural 20 again.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Nice.
As
let's check-
as
let's
the-
check
as
those
the
dice.
drawer-
Yeah. Yeah, they're loaded.
as the drawer pulls out, you're able to see
A hippo ring.
a faint glint of a wire,
Ooh.
just connecting whatever's in the bag to the back of the kind of contraption.
I'm going to attempt to disarm that.
Okay, sleight of hand check.
I got a great sleight of hand, by the
Yes, you
way.
do. As a rogue, I would hope you do. Oh, there you go.
27.
27? Ah, fucking easy. So you reach forward, you put a little bit of tension on the string, you take your dagger, newly reclaimed, and just cut it, and it falls slack, and you're set.
Alright, I'm going to grab the sack.
Okay? It's weighty.
As long as it's consenting.
As you pick it up, as you pick up the sack, I mean, it's in your hand, you can feel there is something in it. It's just tied by some cord. You also find, not that it matters anymore, but you find the map to the second floor.
Yay!
Hint, hint, Capcom.
I'm gonna look inside the sack.
Okay?
See what's in there.
As you pop the cord, pull it out, you find the hilt and broken halves of the other half of the blade.
Okay, so Dwarvish. You two.
I can?
Yeah.
No more
Can I
dwarves?
see?
you read Dwarvish?
Can I see the blade and the
Ah.
hills real quick?
Yeah. So put that together.
I was gonna.
No, I cannot. Can I? Wait.
Wait, I thought you said you could.
Okay. Oh yeah, I could. That's right.
Oh yeah.
No,
good.
because it says one extra language, and I chose that one earlier.
You chose Dwarvish?
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot that I chose it.
So
It's not written. It just says one extra language.
So I'm just gonna take the blade and the hilt and just go.
Okay. As you put it together, you see almost tendrils coming from the hilt that on the top broken half and from the backside lash their way in, and they begin to coalesce. They begin to find their way around, and the blade is now put back together.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
I'm gonna grab the blade real quick.
You can have it. I'll do the thing with it.
You got the blade.
Yay!
Congratulations.
What is
You
the,
can
what
you
does the
can
top
have
part of it
and you
say?
can have my blade.
So what does the top
You
part
can
of it
have
say?
my axe.
What does it say?
So the full statement now.
Yes. I'll say it. It's very precise.
You get to read it. You're the one reading it.
There we go.
Jeez, boys.
There we go. Now it's the sword.
There you go. You get to read it.
Yes. As I read it, it says, as I hold the sword, whoever appeals to the law against his fellow man is either a fool or a coward. Whoever cannot take care of themselves without that law is both, for a wounded man shall say to his assailant, if I live, I will kill you. If I die, you are forgiven. Such is the rule of honor.
I've heard that before.
And I just throw it on the floor.
My phone, please. I'm sorry, my tablet, my ancient tablet.
Yes, your ancient tablet.
That miraculously has
The sacred text.
the secret text.
Now,
Toby.
you have this in hand. You have the map. What would you like to do?
The map is to what? The second floor, you said?
Yep.
Well,
We will wait for you back at the tavern. We have to go.
Yeah.
You
is there
nerds.
we're still on the
Your
first floor?
responsibility.
You're on the second floor now,
Thank
at the
you.
top of the stairs.
Thank you.
Okay, I mean we're right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to play as all. I guess I'll have to play as them.
So I'll tell you what, for the sake of brevity, because we're all we're all there and it's midnight.
God.
Make a intelligence check with advantage because you have the map.
Okay.
Wait. Which Killian Price are you?
I'm the only one.
The Warlock.
The warlock.
Yeah, that's that one.
16?
16?
Yeah.
So, looking at the map and where you are in relation to it, you see there's a slot pedestal
Right.
directly in front of the bookcase. So, you take the sword and it fits.
Just
Would
leave
like
it
to
there?
do? Just kind of drop it in?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you put it in, the length of the blade sits down, and the bookcase opens up, and there you see, just like in the painting, Victor Adabaki.
A thick daddy.
And he's standing there just twirling a hooked dagger in his hand, and he goes, "Ah, shit, you figured me out. What do you want?"
The football.
gut ball.
Give
That's
us
the
give
damn
it,
football.
Give us the gut. The ball of fur meat thing.
You want the ball?
Yeah.
Okay. Do me a favor. Give me that sword you found. I've been looking for that thing.
Just give it to him.
Pull it out and give it to him.
Yeah.
Cool. He goes, all right, here, football. Okay. I've been looking for that sword, man. I'm glad you found it. That dude was scary, wasn't he?
Wait. So are you telling me you didn't want to kill him, or you couldn't kill him?
I haven't set foot in that room in years, man. I'm not suicidal.
How long have you been here?
About a year.
You haven't left this room in here.
Now that the door's been open, you can smell it. He hasn't left this room in a year.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna.
And he
Can
goes,
I? Naomi, can I have one of those? Oh wait, no, never mind. Can I have one of healing potions?
and he goes, you know what? So to wrap everything up, because everybody's leaving.
Hold on.
So to like wrap everything up now, Victor gives you the ball, and he goes, you know, that ball by itself doesn't really do much. You know, for solving my puzzle, you're the first people in a year to do it. I think you've earned this. And he has a massive ring on his finger. Starts taking it off. It's the Ring of Champions.
Oh!
Now, wearing that ring, throw that ball. whoever you throw it out, they have to catch it.
I hate you. I hate everything about you.
And that's what we're going to call it a night.
I don't enjoy you anymore as a person.
Oh, Super Bowl Sunday.
Tom Brady deflated the balls
It's
again.
a per owl day.
We do this every Sunday. Thank you guys for coming up. Winter Fairy, Caleb, boyfriend Michael. Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate having you. It was a lot
Thank
of
you
fun.
for inviting. This is yeah.
And thank you for being active in chat. We really
And then we
appreciate
can get
it.
Yeah,
back.
seriously,
And then
thank
next
you
week
so
we can get back to our regular campaign.
Correct. Do you have stickers?
I do actually.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Do it again.
We continue
Let me do it again.
our. Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing. Big detail I almost left out. So because we had to accelerate things, if you could have gotten Victor out of there to like kind of walk around and do whatever, in his journal, he has an entry,
Let's go.
and it says in scratched ink.
He's so ready.
This is more or less for you guys.
I'm listening. Yeah.
It says written in scratched ink. They know I've got them. They can't have them. No one can. Vril will never have what I own.
Let's go forward.
Whose dice are these?
Interesting.
That must have been theirs.
Very.
Oh, here, give it to me.
But for those of you who stuck around, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate everything you guys do. Support the channel.
Thank you, Getty, for doing this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It was
you did a
fun.
great job,
This
man.
was good.
It took me, like, I've been sitting on this one for about a month. I'm really happy I got to do this finally.
It was good.
It was a lot of fun. And I've got several others I'm looking to do. This is really fun. Zach, I like your chair. Don't worry, I'll get out of it when you get back.
When he gets back.
Leave a good fart
We'll wait.
stain on it.
Guys, if you haven't joined the Discord already, I'm trying really hard to build a community right now. We've got multiple people joining every day, even though we just started like a few days ago. So please, I'm posting the links in the chat right now. So follow that shit. Get in there. Join the Discord.
Put it in your
Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks.
Put it in your description.
Yeah, I will. But
maybe we can do this again.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
would
Yeah.
absolutely love to do this
This
again.
is good.
It would be really cool to
Thanks for
have.
coming. We really enjoyed having you.
It was.
This is good. I appreciate
You did an
it.
awesome job.
Thanks.
You really did.
Seriously.
I can see your back coming out. It was kind of nice.
All right.
So, how are we going to end this?
That's a wrap.
That's you watch too much Hoonigan.
I do watch a lot of Hoonigan.
we're hosting another channel. See ya.